going to be
far, so good.
13. Crowell out of the T formation once a time. That's going to be Aiden Villa under center. He's going to take it and go and right one more time. Ball's on the ground. There is a strum. We'll see who's going to get it.
I believe the ball is recovered by Crowell.
Crowell is going to get the oh, hang on a minute.
Confusion on the field right now.
Let's see what they're going to call here. It is fumbled, but they can't.
The ball will
Sorry.
be spotted.
They're going to spot it back at the original line of scrimmage. You're not allowed to advance.
12.
Fumble. Fourth down for Crowell at the Greyhound 34. Villa under center. He's going to take it. He's going to pitch it back. Looking for somebody deep. It's going to be number 5. Rolling off to the right. He's going to be well short of the first down.
And that's going to be a turnover on downs for the Strawn Greyhounds.
Austin Hernandez. And there's one of those early stops we were talking about earlier, how we wanted to see how many of those defensive stops we could get, and it's good to see Strawn step up right there.
I feel like that's going to give them a good, some good confidence going into the rest of the game, especially since some of these guys they don't have a lot of experience under their belt.
Here we come, right out. Strawn's underneath. What are you looking for right here from Dwayne?
Well, being under Dwayne, you know how we like to run the ball. I'm expecting a pass here.
Red right formation. He's going to drop back. He is looking to throw it. It's going to be number 3, Robert Hinkson. He's under heavy pressure.
Not much there.
He's going to lose about 4 yards on the play. It just never did develop. There was nobody open and under heavy pressure.
Man, Cole was right back there. As soon as that ball was snapped, they were back there.
Hey, good call that you said he was going to throw a pass on the first play. I kind of looked to see Dwayne to come out.
He wanted to come out firing to begin the season. You know they love to run that ball.
For the Greyhounds.
Strawn's run game, we know they can run, but if they can get that passing game going, they're really hard to beat.
Second down from the 24. Casey Nunez under center. He's going to take it. He's going to pitch it back. That's going to be Iron Mike Barcinas coming off the right side, and the ball comes loose. The ball has come loose. But they're going to say he was on the ground. Wow, the referee just did not see it. He didn't see the ball come out.
Great play by Crowell. Just refs didn't see a fumble recovery there for the Crowell Wildcats.
The ball was clearly out before his knee touched the ground. It was a nice run by Iron Mike. He just didn't have any blocking. And here we go now, third down and 16.
Tough stretch here to begin for the Strawn Greyhounds. They are going to take a timeout here. Dwayne probably wants to go over. He probably saw something, wants to go over this team. I'm expecting a pass here to come out of the timeout.
Yep, and you know, he's wanting to settle these kids down. This is a young team. A lot of sophomores, a lot of there's some freshmen that's going to be playing here. You know, Nunez, he wasn't the original starter to start the season last year as a freshman, but towards the end of the season, he became the starting quarterback, and they were expecting big things out of him this year, and it's looking really good so far.
And we got to give them some leeway. I mean, that is their first series of the season, barring it's not over yet, but.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you know, first ones, these guys are, you know, Dwayne really wanted them to come to a neutral place, kind of get a little battle tested here with the team.
I wouldn't doubt here if Strawn comes out in a different formation, maybe some unbalanced or even a spread.
All right, let's see it right here. Third down.
Whenever Strawn gets backed up like this, they do like to maybe spread the ball out a little bit. It looks like they're going to go their bread and butter, that T formation.
T formation. Casey Nunez under center. He's going to take it and drop straight back, looking to throw. Got a receiver onto the left side, just out of reach. It was intended for number 22, Michael Barcinas, and that's a little bit of jitters right there. You kind of expect that he's coming out here.
He got his first real pass off right there. First time he didn't even get to get his pass off. Now he gets his first pass off. Those first play jitters are technically out of the book now.
Fourth down and 16, and you know there's not going to be a punt here. Let's see what Dwayne comes up with.
Wouldn't be surprised if they come out in that spread. He might not do that early.
He's going to stay with that red right formation. Nunez under center.
Maybe expect a sweep here of some sort. And there it is. There's a
that quick sweep to Jesse Corona, and he couldn't quite get a handle. You know what? He kind of stumbled there coming out of the blocks. If he don't stumble, he gets on the outside and he scores.
You know, I know it's a turnover on downs there, but if he doesn't stumble there, that's going to be a good game for the Strawn Greyhounds.
He would have been close to getting the first down on that play.
I wouldn't doubt if they go back to that later on.
So a turnover on down, and Crowell will have it 1st and 15 from the 33-yard line. It's going to be Jayton Villa under center once again. They'll come out in the T formation. Now they're going to split, go right, I formation. They're going to pitch it off to Hernandez going right. He's going to cut it back to the left side, and he is brought down by a host of Greyhounds.
He is swarmed by the Greyhounds. Great tackle. He gained a couple of yards there, but that is you love to see that from the young Greyhounds.
That's Nick Lynn on the tackle along with Michael Barcinas, and it might have been number 5, David Yanez.
Second down the lane.
Good play there by the Greyhounds, gang tackling. Let's hope they continue there. Again, that was one of the things Dwayne talked to me about was how are they going to get off the ball and how are they going to get off blocks in to make those tackles.
We're seeing a lot of good energy here to begin the game.
Second down and about 13. Villa under center. TI formation. They're going to give it to Hernandez right up the middle, and he is hit immediately at the line and drove back.
Another great play by the Greyhound defense. We love to see that.
Great play there. Again, that's going to be number 1, Nick Miller, number 3, Robert Hinkson, and number 22.
Number 1 is Nick Lynn.
Yeah, Nick Lynn.
Nick Lynn with the tackle.
Yes, absolutely. Good play by Nick.
Both these teams are coming out in that tight formation. They're really, I guess they're just trying to feel out that defense, see what they're throwing at them here early on.
Here they come out, unbalanced right. They'll call this the J. Bird right formation. Villa under center, Hernandez the deep man. He's going to take it. Quick pitch to the left. Hernandez looking to throw. He's got a receiver deep in the end zone. And, oh, wow, he just
over his head.
him. You know, I think it was just a
that pass was intended for number 21, Clayton Alvarado.
little miscommunication. I think he thought he was going the other way, and he threw it over his back shoulder instead of his front shoulder.
Those are expected early on in the game and the season. As the game goes on, you may even see those tiny mistakes ironed out. You may see those ironed out.
Fourth down here. 4th down and 10 for the Wildcats. Villa is going to bring them to the line.
They are walking to the line.
At the 29-yard line, out of the T formation. Jayton Villa under center. He's going to take it and drop it back. He's going to give it to Hernandez. Looking to pass. Rolling. He's going to swing it out to number 20. Nice catch by Escalante.
And he is short of the first down, so that is going to be another turnover on downs for the Strawn Greyhounds. Look to see Dwayne be a little bit more aggressive here on the play calling. I would expect a little bit more run play here. He did throw a couple passes in that first drive, maybe trying to get something going, but I think we're going to stick to our bread and butter here.
Number 29, Manuel Rivera on the tackle. Great play there by him to keep him from getting that first down. 1st and 15 for the Greyhounds at the 22-yard line, at their own 22-yard line. Let's see what they come out here this time. Red right formation. Nope, they're going to the T.
Expect a
Nunez under center.
Here.
He's going to take it. They're going to pitch it to the left. That's going to be Iron Mike Barcinas off the left side. He's going to gain up about 4 to 5 yards. Let's see where they spot him.
On the carry. He's brought down by
about a 4-yard gain right there. Yes, sir.
Takes the ball up to the.
He's going to put it at the 26-yard line. It's going to be 2nd down.
2nd and 11 to go here for the Greyhounds. Strawn with a substitution, number 3 in. Number 3, that's Robert Hinkson.
The gridiron T-shirt right down here in the mint green. You two can look as good.
And this is one of those things we like to. This is what Dwayne likes to do. He likes to run the ball. He really likes those exact plays right there. Just come out, T formation, run right, run left, then throw that pass in there.
They're coming out in that unbalanced.
Red right formation. Nunez under center.
Maybe a dive here.
Hinks in the up man. It's going to be quick pitch to Nick Lynn in the backfield, and he's going to be brought down. He's going to lose about 6 yards. There was just nothing there.
That's going to be number 19, Samuel Valdovinos on the tackle. Great play by him. He got there. He got back there and scored.
Yeah, Nick Lynn had no chance there. The blocking just didn't develop, and they were all in the backfield. So that's going to bring up a big-time play here. They're going to mark him back to the 22-yard line, so it's only going to be 3rd down and 15, which is better than what we thought it was going to be. They're going to come out T formation. Casey Nunez under center.
Might be a straight drop back here.
Then we're going to have there's a false start there.
Number 55 with the false start. That's going to be Keaton Tunnel. Just a little bit antsy there. Get the jitters out.
Sides on Strawn.
Bring them back about 5
I'll
here.
mark it back 5 yards. It'll put them back at the 17-yard line.
17-yard line. Be 3rd down and 20 for Strawn.
You know, something we're going to have to talk about maybe after this play is the game conditions. Red right formation. Casey Nunez under center. He's going to pitch it back to Hingson's going to swing it off to the left to Nick Lynn.
Wide open
Nick
field
Lynn
for him here.
Driving his feet down the side. What a weight. He is still going. And finally brought out of bounds at about the 39-yard line. That's a great run right there by Nick Lynn. Refused to go down, dragging a guy with him.
That's something you love to see from the young guy. He's only a sophomore, but you saw him show a lot of energy there. You love to see that early on in the season from these Greyhounds. Great play by Nick Lynn right
And that's going to be the first down of the season for the Greyhounds. Nice run by Nick Lynn. And they're going to be in Crowell territory, 1st and 15 from the Crowell 39. Red right formation once again. Casey Nunez under center.
Expect maybe a dive here.
Hinkson on the up back. They're going to pitch it off one more time. That's going to be Barcenas off the left side. Penalty flag on the play. He's going to gain about 2 or 3 yards, but let's see what the penalty is.
Barcenas on the carry.
I bet it's going to
be coming back.
There's a flag on the play.
Looks like maybe it was a holding on the play. We'll see here.
Holding against the Greyhounds, so that'll negate that 3-yard carry.
And I know you wanted to touch on the game conditions. It is a hot one out here in Jayton, Texas today.
Yeah, it is. It really is, and it's turf field. They did say that they had some special stuff on the field that's supposed to make it cooler. I don't know
how much cooler it can get out here today.
So the thing I want to talk about is the difference between this is the first game of the season. Let's talk about it after this play. They're going to come out once again, red right formation. Casey Nunez under center. Hinkson the up man. They're going to get a quick
there's a fumble
on the ground.
That's going to be recovered by Crowell, and that's going to be number 1 Zane Markeen on the fumble recovery here. You don't like to see that early on.
No, and I got to tell you right there, that's just the line could not get in to make a block.
32-yard line.
That's something else we're going to need to talk about. There's some new rules and fundamental changes that they're making, so we'll need to talk about them. But the conditions between scrimmages and this is actual game. Tell me a little bit about that.
So in scrimmages, you get a lot more resting. You get a lot more in between play time, a lot more rest. You get more one-on-one with the coaches as well.
Got a chance to talk it out?
Yep. But here, it's nonstop until that quarter ends or until you get a timeout.
1st and 15 for the Crowell Wildcats at the Greyhound 32-yard line. I formation. They're going to give it to Hernandez going left. The ball hits the ground. It's just like a basketball. He picks it up and out to the left side. Finally going to be pushed out.
He does make a great play to break a tackle there. That's going to be number 5, Austin Hernandez on the carry. He does make a great play to get a couple extra yards. Both sides are showing a lot of energy.
Tackle made by number 1, Nick Lynn. Jesse Corona had the initial hit on him, but Nick Lynn's the one that brought him out of bounds. So it's going to be 2nd down and about 7 yards inside the 25 down to about the 23.5.
Crowell hasn't been showing a lot of that playbook early on. They've really loved their sweep right, their sweep left, a couple passes here. I wouldn't doubt if there's a dive coming.
Yep, I agree. That's a lot of what they do. They're going to come out one more time here. Z is going to roll to the right. He's going to swing it out to number 18. That's going to be Cooper Carroll off the right side, and he's going to barrel down into the end zone for the touchdown. Crowell Wildcats.
Cooper Carroll for the Wildcat touchdown.
First touchdown of the game does go to the Crowell Wildcats. Great play by them.
It's good. 8-0 with 2:41 to go in the first quarter. The Crowell Wildcats 8, Strawn Greyhounds nothing.
Hey guys, we had a little technical thing. I kind of missed that field goal, but extra points. We have not been out. Barely got this game going on streaming this time. So I'm just going to say, I'm trying to figure out where I moved all of my mics around. And I want to say thanks to our last year's sponsors, Gordon Hardware, Mary's Cafe, and First National Bank of Strawn, which is now Clear Fork Bank, Mel's Diner, Greyhound Packasack, Trey's Construction, and New York Hill. So thank y'all last year. I'll be hitting you up again this year. Okay, now I'm muting. Oh, give me any more cord?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Sorry, I didn't want to interrupt you.
Crowell's going to tee it up at the 30-yard
go.
line.
Uh-oh. Dang, I just dropped something behind the stands.
Austin Hernandez is going to onside it off to the left side. It goes over the head of Nick Miller, and his ball is still on the ground, and it looks like Crowell's going to have it. And they do. Crowell comes up with a recovery.
They'll take over first and 15 at the Strawn 21-yard line.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Crowell is going to have it first and 15 from the Greyhound 21-yard line, and man, the bad bounce, and you worry about those onside kicks, and it just went right over Nick's head.
These early mistakes are piling up for the Greyhounds. Let's hope they can get a stop here.
Marcinus couldn't make the play. Here we go. Jaybird right formation for the Crowell Wildcats. Ayton Villa under center. Hernandez the deep man.
They're kind of in a spread right
And they're
formation.
going to get it coming left. Hernandez looking to throw. He's got a receiver in the end zone. He's up with it. Can't bring it down. Great play there by Jesse Corona. That's a good play.
That kid almost makes an incredible catch. Clayton Alvarado, he really got up on that. Almost made a one-handed catch in the back of the end zone.
Good coverage there by Jesse
Great
Corona.
coverage by the Greyhounds there. He saved a touchdown. That's sometimes those plays like that, denying a touchdown, sometimes those add up into big energy plays for the Greyhounds. Maybe they'll develop off that, get some energy going here.
Second down and 15 for the Wildcats from the 21-yard line. I think moved it a little bit. Jaybird right formation. Villa under center. Hernandez deep. Quick handoff up the middle. Great play right there by number 21. Wow, what a play
You
by
love
Danny
to see that.
Smith.
You love to see that by these young Greyhounds. You love to see that. Great energy on the defensive side.
Fuentes was right there as soon as he got the handoff.
Had no time to breathe. No time to breathe at all.
Escalante had nowhere to go there. That's going to bring up third down and 15 for the Wildcats from the 21-yard line.
Crowell coming up to the line here. They're looking to get in that T formation, very similar to what Strawn has been running. T formation here.
T formation, Villa under center. He's going to take it, and they're going to go fake to the right, went back left. Hernandez looking to throw, and he is lit up, gets it off, and dump past the Villa at the line of scrimmage, and he's going to be slung down after about a 1-yard gain.
Great defensive stand. It is fourth down. Those are some great stops by the Greyhounds here.
Danny Fuentes once again on the tackle, and that's going to bring up fourth down and 14 for the Wildcats. You know what? That was a great play right there.
That was a great play. That's a lot of discipline there to track the defender, not over pursue, and just stay in front of him. That was a great play by the young Greyhounds. Crowell are very far up inside. They're almost at the touchdown here. I would expect some sort of a pass here.
Yep, fourth down and about 13. Jaybird right formation. That's going to be Villa under center. Once again, Hernandez is the deep man. They're going to take it, pitch it to Hernandez, going left. He's rolling back to the right, now to the left. Cut it up. He's got a lot of room to run
here, and that's going to be a touchdown for the Crowell Wildcats once again.
Touchdown, Austin Hernandez, Crowell Wildcats. That's going to push your score to 14-0 with the points after to come.
You saw a lot of great things from the Strawn Greyhound defense right there. You just you got to tip it to some good offense right there from the Crowell Wildcats.
Yeah, Hernandez has got some moves, and he was able to make a couple of moves. A little bit of overpressure might have caused it there. New rule here in the PATs, if you're from a two-point stand, you can't rush right in, so they're all going to be down in the three-point or better stance to come in. Kick is up.
The kick is going to be good by the Crowell Wildcats.
48 seconds to go in the first half.
The first quarter here.
First quarter. Crowell Wildcats 16, Strawn Greyhounds nothing. So quick thing let's talk about here. Strawn was 4-6 last year. You know, they're a young team still this year. They missed the playoffs. But let's talk about Crowell too, because Crowell was 3-7, but 6 of those 7 losses comes from playoff teams. The eventual state champion, the eventual runner-up. They played Klondike, Paducah, Knox City. I mean, they had a lot of tough games.
And that's going to be a lot of good experience for those Crowell Wildcats, and you're seeing it early on here. They have a lot of discipline on the offensive end and even on the defensive end as well. They're not giving up a lot of big plays. You can see about that, the number 5, Austin Hernandez right there. He has great moves, great ball carrier vision, and that comes with experience.
So they'll bring it back to the 30-yard line and tee it up. And I imagine it's going to be Austin Hernandez to tee it up for the Crowell Wildcats. Back deep's going to be number 22, Iron Mike. That's going to be Mike Barcinas.
Last kickoff was recovered by the Crowell Wildcats, so let's...
Pooch kick. It's going to go the required distance. Ball is on the ground again. He never saw it. He hits it right on the shoulder, and he never saw it. It's going to be recovered by number 15. That's going to be Jayton Villa.
Strawn is having a lot of early issues with these onside kicks. I would not expect that to last very long, though. Coach Lee is great at making adjustments, as well as on defense here. I know it's 16-0, but you can never count these Strawn Greyhounds out. They are tried and true, great coaching staff. Wouldn't count them out just yet.
They're a young team. There's going to be some growing pains, and this is part of it. So we'll see. What we want to see is how they react to these. Crowell's going to have it 1st and 15 from the Greyhound 31.
Tie formation once again for the Crowell Wildcats.
T formation, Jayton Villa under center. He's going to take it, and it's going to come in. It's coming left. That's number 20, Escalante down the sideline. Is going to be knocked out of bounds at about the 26-yard line.
Great play by the Greyhounds.
22, Michael Barcinas, the final man to knock him out of bounds.
Gain of 6 on the play. Takes the ball
Second down
to
and
the
about
29-yard
9.
line.
Crowell hasn't really showed a lot of passing here. I mean, they've had a lot of success on the ground. I mean, I wouldn't expect them to go away from that anytime soon.
They're going to stay with it. But now would be the time to put that pass in there because they've been successful with the run. Jaybird right formation. Jayton Villa under center once again.
Number 5 in the backfield here. Expect that to go to him, Austin Hernandez.
He's going to give it to Escalante up the middle. Escalante up the middle.
And
he's going to get about
Robert Hinkson.
He's going to get about 11 yards first down.
Tackle made by number 3, Robbins.
Might
have saved a touchdown there.
Yeah, they're going to mark him a yard short. 3rd down and 1 for the Crowell Wildcats. And I'm going to tell you, I'm not sure how good of a spot that was. I thought he was way closer to the first down mark than they give him.
I might have even seen him pass the first down.
Here we go, Jaybird right formation. Jayton Villa. Now they're going to go Jaybird left.
Audible here.
Villa under center is going to take it, and he's going to give it to Hernandez. Going right, looking left. Now he's running up the middle. Got a wide open receiver.
That is a great
touchdown,
pass.
number 21, Clayton Alvarado.
Number 5, Austin Hernandez. He has a touchdown on the ground, and he has a touchdown through the air. Man, he's looking sharp here.
He's got just enough quickness to make you commit to that run, and then he's just going to lay it up there. So the points after here will be attempted by number 18, Cooper Carroll. 17-0 your score with the points after to come.
That's going to be a flag right here.
Greyhounds are offsides for sure here.
We've got offsides on the defense.
All right, PAT lined up once again here. And that's going to be another offsides on the Greyhounds.
I believe we're going to have offsides again against Strawn.
Yeah, I'm not sure what we're doing here.
We got some young kids. Typically on PAT, Coach Lee likes to put those young guys out there, get them some burn.
Yeah, so
they got back there, got some pressure.
They're going to get a penalty flag here for roughing the holder. But here's what's going on. I see what was happening on the first 2 penalties. The snapper is on the ground, and he picks his hands up to give the motion for him to snap it, and then he moves his finger. The finger movement is the actual snap. When he puts his hands up, that's drawing everybody offside. Because it's not the up with the fingers, it's the finger moves.
Yep.
So
the Wildcats playing mind games early on.
I mean, it's working. They're getting penalties for it.
Now PAT is going to lead us into the second quarter here. The score is 24, Jayton 0, Strawn. Wouldn't expect that 0 to be here very long, though. Strawn's very good at making adjustments. I would expect them to come out aggressive, get some speed going here.
Well, they struggled a little bit early in this game through the first quarter. You know, had some turnovers. There's been 3 onside kicks that they've lost and a fumble. So,
I mean,
you can't go anywhere
with that. With that going on, you can't even get the ball. It's going to happen. I just know as soon as they get that ball, they've been making some good plays on offense. I wouldn't expect that 0 to be there very long.
Crowell taking their time to get up here to the line. Yeah, there we go.
It was a hot one, so I would expect to get some extra hydration in there anytime they can.
Okay, this is a real. To me, this is an important drive, an important series right here. You're down 24-0. You don't want to go down 30 to 32 to nothing. You gotta put a drive together here. You gotta put some points on the board.
Especially for it being early in the season, the first game. This is a really important game for the confidence going forward, especially this drive right here.
Austin Hernandez to kick it off for the Crowell Wildcats, leading 24-0. And they're going to, Escalina's going to kick it. It's going to go to number 3. That's going to be Robert Hinkson.
Strawn does recover the onside there. You'd love to see that.
Yeah, face mask is going to be the call, I'll bet you, right here.
33-yard line, be 1st and 15 there.
Let's see if we don't tack on 15 yards to there, because he grabbed him by the face mask and hauled him down.
Flag on the play.
Yep, that's what it is.
Yes, sir. That's going to be a face mask on the Wildcats.
Against Crowell.
So that's going to be good. It moves them into Crowell territory. That's going to bring them all the way down to the 32-yard line.
That is some great starting field position for the Greyhounds.
Greyhounds will have it 1st and 15 at the Crowell 32-yard line.
If I know Coach Lee here, he's going to come out in that T formation and probably go strong side. There's that T
Here's
formation.
that T formation. Casey Nunez under center. They're going to be coming left with it right here. Nope, they're going right up the middle.
There's that dive.
There's nowhere to go. Good play right there by Zane Marqueen. There was nowhere to go.
On the carry. He stopped for no gain. He's 2nd down for the Greyhounds.
Probably going to lose about a half yard there.
There's that dive we were talking about. That's their first dive of the game here. Didn't really get much out of it, but
Greyhounds will come out in the T
again.
formation once again. Casey Nunez under center. He's going to take it, hand it off once again up the middle to Michael.
There is a penalty on the play. This might be coming back. Maybe a false start there. I saw on the
carry. Stopped by Valdivinos. There is a flag on the play. We've got offsides on the defense.
Oh, okay. We got an offsides on the play here.
Let's give us 5 more yards, so it's going to be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 here for the Strawn Greyhounds.
Down to the 27-yard line. Nice field moving it here. Will come out one more time. The Greyhounds will come out to the line. T formation. Casey Nunez under center. They're going to go Mike Barcenas off the left again, and he's got blockers.
He's got a lot of room to run.
He's going 5, touchdown Greyhounds.
And there we go. There's that sweep to the strong side we were talking about. That is Strawn's bread and butter right there.
Iron Michael Barcenas with the score, and that's going to be the first score for the Strawn Greyhounds this year.
First of the season.
Nice.
Love to see that from the young man.
And that was very important for them to come out here and put some points on the board.
Very quickly.
Not going to go away quietly. Good play. It's going to be the points after here. Jesse Corona will be the holder, and Robert Hinkson will be the man on the kick. Let's see how this plays out here. See, he can't do that.
That should be
that should have been a penalty.
So the new ruling is if you're rushing on the end on a PAT, you have to be in the 3-point stance.
You don't have to be in the 3-point stance. If you're in a 2-point stance, you got to give them a count before you go. You can't go on the snap.
Doesn't look like they're enforcing it early on.
And it's going to be one of those things. We talked about it. It's not. He doesn't know how and who's going to enforce that because it's hard.
It's a very new rule. It's a tricky rule.
It's hard. I'd like to not see that rule, but it is what it is.
It is
I
what it
understand
is.
what they're doing with safety and all.
And there's another rule that we haven't touched on is a new cut blocking rule. Would you like to touch on that?
Absolutely. So in order for a cut block to be legal, it has to be the first move within 5 yards. If a lineman, it has to be the first move. So his first move has to be to the cut. He can't block, and then cut. Then it becomes illegal. You can't block backwards. You can't block after 5 yards, and your up backs can't cut on the spread.
So Strawn, they love that tight formation, and the quarterback not being able to make that cut
come
right
around
away.
that cut, that's going to be an issue.
That's
Again,
a
that's
big
one of those
problem.
rules that they don't know how they're going to enforce or who's going to enforce it.
It's
So
definitely going to take
see.
some time to adjust for the teams that love those tighter formations and those sweeps.
Greyhounds to tee it up here. Hinkson, and he's going to kick it deep.
A great kick by him.
That is a nice kick. Hits 2 yards deep in the end zone for the touchdown. That's a nice kick.
That was
by
a
Robert
great.
Hinkson.
That was a great kick by him.
Crowell will
Great
take over
kick.
their own 20-yard line. 1st and 15.
Crowell will have it 1st and 15 from their own 20. And this is another one of those series. What we would like to see is we would like to see the Greyhound defense make a stop here, hold Crowell to, even if you can hold them to 4 and out right here, or keep it on this end of the field, keep it on their own end of the field. You'd really like to see that for that Greyhound defense. Give them a lot of confidence.
I would even expect them to, bring some more pressure. Maybe send an extra man. Maybe start getting in their face a little bit.
They're going to come to the line here. Jaybird right formation. Aiden Villa under center. Hernandez the deep man. Escalante the up man. They're going to go left with it. Hernandez looking to cut back. Tries to make a cut. He slips under a tackle.
Oh, the ball is
out. Nice hit right there.
You love to see that by these Strong Greyhounds. Great plays on defense there.
Alvarado.
Containing number 5. He's been all over the place.
Yanez with a hit that knocked the ball out. They're going to lose a couple of yards. That's going to bring up 2nd down for the Wildcats. That was a nice play.
Strawn did have a spy there. If you're watching at home, if you're watching the linebackers, they did have a spy on that Austin Hernandez, number 5, right there. Probably trying to contain him a little bit, not giving him as much room to run.
8:36 to go in the first half. 24-8. Crowell leading Strawn. Crowell's going to have 2nd down at about 17 from the 17-yard line. They're going to come to the line. T formation. Aiden Villa under center.
Strong defense looks like they're creeping up a little bit here.
Angel Escalante is going to get it going left, and he's going to be brought down right there by number 5 once again. That's David Yanez.
Carry brought down by David Yanez.
Another great play by the Strong Greyhounds on defense here. They're bringing a lot of energy on this.
Yanez has been all over the place on defense. We haven't called his name a bunch, but that's just because I forgot to. I apologize for that because he's been all over the field making plays. 3rd down here for the Crowell Wildcats from their own 20-yard line. They'll come to the line. Villa will bring them there. T formation. Escalante and Hernandez deep.
Expect some maybe a drop pass here.
He's going to take it, and he is going to drop it to Hernandez, looking to pass. He's under heavy pressure.
The Strong Greyhounds are all over him.
What a play there.
Coach Lee making the adjustments there. He's sending 2 containment, and then he's sending a spy in the middle to contain Austin
Manuel
Hernandez.
Rivera and Colby. Was that? No, that was David Yanez again.
All over the place,
I'm telling
making
you.
great plays.
Here we go, 4th down and 15, and this is exactly what I was talking about. You want that Greyhound defense. If they can hold it right here on 4th down, that's a big booster for them.
And I guarantee that touchdown gave them a lot of confidence on both sides of the ball here.
Crowell will come to the line. Villa will bring them there. T formation. Hernandez and Escalante.
Strawn does scoot their safety back a little bit.
Looking to pass. Villa moving left, coming back to the right. Now he's going left again. He's got room to run. He's got the 1st down. Cross the 40
He's
to
got
the
more
30.
than
One man to beat is Iron Mike Martinez, and he's going to run him out of bounds at about the 11-yard line.
And what did you see
Huge
there from the
pickup.
Strong Greyhounds? What did you see there?
Over pursuit.
Over pursuit.
The ball down to the Strawn 11-yard line. 1st and goal there for the
Maybe got a little
Wildcats.
antsy on the defensive side a little bit over there.
Villa's got some moves. He's a pretty quick back, and he's giving them the fake one way and going the other, just a little bit of over pursuit there. Hey, that's correctable.
Hey, number 22, Michael Varsinas, making a great play, saving a touchdown there, though. I mean, there's a bright spot right there.
1st and goal for the Wildcats. Aiden Villa will bring them to the line. I formation. Escalante the up man, Hernandez the deep man.
Maybe a hammer or sweep right here.
Looks like we're going to have a stoppage on the field here. It's going to be timeout.
Timeout, Crowell.
Crowell will take the timeout here. 6:33 to go in the first half. 24-8. The Crowell Wildcats leading the Strawn Greyhounds. We'll take a break and come right back.
good.
Some sort of electronic.
Crowell will come out first and goal from the 10.5-yard line. They're going to come right back out in that T formation via under center Escalante.
Expect some pressure here from the Strawn Greyhounds. They are creeping up a little bit on the defensive side.
They're going to come right with it. Hernandez, he's going to be brought down by number 15, Jesse Corona. He'll gain about 3 yards on the play. 2.5 on the play. Second down and goal.
Strawn really hasn't had much early on
Gains about 2 on the play.
goal defensive here, red zone defense here. Let's see how they do here in their own red zone here.
Yeah, when you get your backs pushed up against the wall, you know, and it cuts down the playing field and the amount of playing field, it's going to help them out a little bit. Let's see if they can't control it right here and keep them from getting in the end zone. Second down and goal from about the center.
It's going to be offsides on the Greyhounds.
Offsides on the Greyhounds. They'll retry it. So, and these are things that Dwayne talked about. He was worried about mistakes and penalties and how those things were going to affect them. You know, again, they're a young team. How are they going to come back from these? And you saw it earlier. They held them for 3 downs. The 4th down, they couldn't hold them. They scored. They give up that big play, and now the touchdown, and that PAT is going to be blocked. That's going to be number 12, Shane Ahern with the block.
And you know something? The first game of, I think it was the 2017 state championship team, I'm pretty sure they lost their first game too. So, you know, early on in the season doesn't always equate to a bad season, you know.
4:53 to go in the first half. The Crowell Wildcats 30, your Strawn Greyhounds 8. Crowell will tee it up at their own 30-yard line. Back deep for the Greyhounds is going to be Michael Barcinas. Cooper Carroll or Hernandez on the kick, and it's going to be Hernandez right down the middle, and this ball is not going to go 15 yards. It makes it barely to the 40-yard lines, and that's where the Greyhounds will take it right there.
It's going to be great field position for the Greyhounds once again.
Yeah, starting at midfield, nice field position. Let's see if the Greyhounds once again can come out and pick up where they left off on the last offensive drive. And
they started finding some strides on that last offensive drive. Took them about 3 plays to score. They're finding their way. They're finding their way along with that run game.
Greyhounds will come to the line. Nunez will bring them up. T formation. Casey Nunez under center. He's going to drop straight back, giving it to Hinkson. Hinkson looking to throw. And under some pressure is going to swing it out to Barcinas on the left side. He's got room to run.
And he is great.
He hits the 30. He's down to the 20. 1 man to beat. 10-5. Touchdown. Touchdown Greyhounds, Michael Barcinas.
Great play, number 22, Michael Barcinas. He just slipped behind the defense there. He found the soft spot, and he managed to make his way to the end zone.
Great play there by Robert Hinkson to let that pressure come to him and then dump it off to the back. And by that time, they were over-consumed, and he was down the line.
That was great poise from the young QB.
That's going to make it 30-14 with the points after to come. Robert Hinkson on the kick for the Greyhounds. Jesse Corona to hold. The kick is up, and it's going to be blocked by number 5, Hernandez.
And the kick is blocked by Austin Hernandez. So with 4:40 left in the half,
Going to keep it 30-14. Crowell leading Strawn Greyhounds.
14.
So once again, I really like that. The Greyhounds come right out and put another points on the board. They didn't mess around. You know, their offense is starting to click a little bit. If we can get that, the defense was starting to click, and it had the one bad play that put them all the way down inside the 10.
You see, they're making slow strides, though. They're dialing it in slowly. You expected that from a young team. I would expect them to get a stop here on defense. I would expect it.
They're showing some poise, and they're showing some guts. They're coming back.
They found something that works for them. They're containing Austin Hernandez pretty well here. He's been all over the place. They're starting to contain him very well.
And the Greyhounds have not given up. And you love to see that, especially from a young group. They got punched in the mouth, and here they are. Now they're throwing haymakers.
They've got that signature, is what it seems like. They got that signature strong grit in them.
Absolutely.
That red wall is coming back to form.
Yes, sir.
Slowly but surely.
Greyhounds will tee it up at their own 30-yard line. It's going to be number 3, Robert Hinkson, on the kick for the Greyhounds. Back deep is going to be Aiden Villa for the Wildcats. And Hinkson put it in the end zone the last kickoff. Let's see what they do this time.
Maybe even try an onside here.
And he's going to put it deep again, and it's in the end zone. This time it's
even better.
9 yards deep in the
Even
end
better.
zone. Nice kick by Robert Hinkson.
He's got a leg on him.
Crowell Wildcats will take over at their own 20-yard line. 4:40 to go in the first half. Wildcats lead it 30-14. This is another one of those drives right here. This is a time when the defense needs to step up again, make some plays. I would love to see a turnover right here.
After that tough last stint, they had it great up until that 4th and long. Just gave up one small mistake. Let's see if they can close it down here and get a stop here.
1st and 15 for the Wildcats from their own 20.
Wildcats will come to the line. Villa is going to bring them there.
Shift on the defensive line from the Greyhounds.
They're going to give it to Hernandez. Going left. He's got lots of room. He cuts back. There's going to be
That's
a hold
gonna
there.
be-
He's down to the 40, to the 30, 20, 10, 5. That's going to be a touchdown.
This
Austin
is more
Hernandez.
than likely going to be coming back. I think it was an up-down block on the side of the Crowell Wildcats.
Yeah, this is coming back.
We'll sort this out.
Let's see what they call here. Personal foul. Oh, chop block.
Yep.
So this may be one of the calls. Thank you. That may be one of the calls here that we talked about earlier. The cut block. You cannot. It has to be the first play.
We had a couple.
You saw he did seal a little bit. I don't know if you guys saw at home. If you're watching, he did seal a little bit and then made the move for the cut block. It does have to be your first move, so you can't seal him and then cut block. You have to cut block immediately.
That's going to move them back inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 10. 1st and 25.
Big break here for the Greyhounds. That was definitely a touchdown.
For the Wildcats, Villa will bring them to the line. T formation. Villa is going to bring it to the line. What do we got here? A timeout. Timeout, Crowell. 4:31 to go in the first half. 30-14. Crowell leading Strawn Greyhounds.
I think Crowell's coach right there, you saw Strawn's defense was cheated up a little bit. I think he may have saw something that he liked and may be cooking up something here.
Yeah, and Hernandez was on the sidelines.
Yep.
Hey, I want to butt in and say that we'll be streaming Strawn football all season. Anybody would like to sponsor the games, just get hold of me, Julie, at SBC. No, I don't want to do that. Check me out on Microplex News' Facebook page or Microplex News Broadcasting Facebook page or any of those places.
We will be here all season long, ladies and gentlemen. Got a long season ahead of us.
And I thank the sponsors that did sponsor us last year, the Gordon Hardware, Mary's Cafe, Clear Fork Bank, Mel's Diner, Greyhound Packasack, Trey's Construction, and New York Hill Restaurant. Hope they enjoyed the season too. I realized, counting it up, this is our 14th season of streaming Strawn football.
Very nice.
And
Very nice.
Reese was here at the beginning and back again. So good to have you back, Reese.
1st down and 25 for the Wildcats. Wing left formation. It's going to be back to Austin Hernandez. He's looking to throw. Throws it up. Can Jesse get there? And he couldn't.
Sorry, guys.
Hey, that was a good play once again by the defense. Made him hurry the throw, and he overthrew him.
Great. You love to see that on the Strawn Greyhounds, providing some pressure early on in this possession, making up for that early on touchdown. Did get called back, granted, but you love to see the pressure early on.
Second down and 25 for the Wildcats.
And that coach, the Crowell coach definitely did see something there. He called a pass play right there. Originally was probably going to be a run play once again, but he did see something he liked and drew up a pass play.
Apologize, we had a technical error earlier.
Crowell will come to the line from Jaybird right formation. Villa under center. He's going to take it, and they're going to give it to Escalante coming right. He's get the corner, and he just will get the corner. He's going to be knocked out of bounds at about the 26-yard
And that's going to be Nick Lynn.
line.
Number 1, Nick Lynn knocks him out of bounds there. Great play.
They're going to mark him at the 25. That's going to be a pickup of about 15. That's going to be
about 15 right
about
there.
15 yards right there. Nice run.
That was
he
a
did get
great
the
run.
corner.
Gets them back in stride right there for the Crowell Wildcats. Get them some momentum going.
Third down and 10 for the Wildcats. Clock continues to tick. Well, now it stopped.
There we go.
4:14. 30-14, Crowell leading Strawn. And they got a big third down coming up right here. Villa will bring them to the line. They're going to go out of the – no, it's going to be Hernandez this time bringing them to the line. Jaybird right formation. They're going to give it to Villa going left. He's got room. Cuts it back off to the right side.
And he's got a lot of
And he's
room.
gone. There's nobody going to catch that kid. 20-10-5. Touchdown. Crowell Wildcats.
And that's number 15, Aiden Villa. I mean, he had the whole Red Seas party for him right there, no pun intended.
He went off to the left side and cut back to the right, and it's funny to see that play because that is something that Jayton ran for years and years and years and years. That's what they did. They went one way, cut it right back, and they had that line sealed, and it was wide open every time.
That's a
so they do it
misdirection.
here on Jayton's field and out of the Jaybird formation.
Wow.
And Hernandez is good for that, but this time they give it to Villa. You know, hey, let's let that kid get a point or two.
Two-point kick is good with 4 minutes left.
4 minutes to go in the first half. The Greyhounds trail the Crowell Wildcats 38-14. And again, Strawn did real good there for about 3 plays. There are 4 plays, but on that when you needed the stop, they just over pursued, couldn't catch that, couldn't get him to the edge, couldn't get him blocked out.
So with the young team, you're going to see that. You're going to see a little bit of antsiness, a little bit of over pursuing as the season goes on. Maybe even later on in the game, you're going to see them start containing a little more, maybe not over pursuing as much, being a little bit more protective of their ground.
Yep, they're going to have to get to their point a little bit quicker, get off of the block and get to their point quicker.
And maybe even holding the block a little more, baiting the block. That's a really popular thing, baiting the block and then making a play on the ball. It's a pretty popular tactic.
You see, those are true Strawn fans over there in that home box.
Yeah, I got to tell you, the home side in Jayton is in the sun.
Not something you see very often for a home stadium.
Yeah, and we're over here on the visitor side in the visitors press box because there's nobody else over here, and we have a breeze coming through here, and they're in the sun. Hats off to the Greyhound fans.
And I hate to say this, but I don't envy them over there much at all.
Not at all. Not at all. Not at all. Crowell will tee it up at their own 30-yard line.
They're kicking off quick
Mike
here.
Varsinas back deep. It's going to be a short kick. It's going to go to Jesse Corona, and he's going to take it right. He's got room to run. He hits midfield, backs it to the 30, skips over a tackler, and is banged out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
You know, Jesse Corona,
18.
he has not gotten the ball a lot, but when he's gotten the ball, he's been kind of electric. He's making a lot of moves, getting a lot of yards. I wouldn't doubt if they maybe try to give him the ball a little bit more here. I know he had that hamstring injury. Maybe Coach Lee, maybe he feels a bit more comfortable, maybe getting the ball a little bit more.
Yeah, they definitely wanted to test it out and didn't want to overdo it. Casey Nunez brings them to the line. T formation for the Greyhounds. Varsinas and Hinkson deep. They're going to give it to Iron Mike going left. Slips a tackle.
Wow.
Nice. That's nice vision right there. You saw how he turned his shoulders. He's going to be knocked down at about the 18. It's about pickup of about 5, 6 yards on the play.
But made something out of nothing there. He was stuck in the backfield. He made a defender miss with a slight leap to the right and then cut back out to the left. Saw the vision, gained a few yards, made something out of nothing.
Nice play there. Second down for the Greyhounds. The clock continues to tick. 3:25 to go. Nunez brings them to the line. T formation once again for the Greyhounds. They're going to give it to Hinkson going right this time, and he's got blockers. He's going to hit the 15, 10,
and he's gone.
5, touchdown, Robert Hinkson.
You love to see that early on. The energy on the offensive side is there. There's no doubt about that.
That was great blocking by the Greyhound line there, and the first back through. Then your quarterback makes the kick out. That is a clean run through there.
And they ran something very similar to the play that Crowell just scored on right there. They ran that pitch to the right. He ran up the middle, almost like a dive, and then cut out to the outside.
Nice run there by Robert Hinkson. And Robert Hinkson will be the man on the kick for the Greyhounds. Jesse Corona to hold 38-20 with the points after to come. And in case you didn't,
and on it, they may be calling that new rule right there.
Nope, they called it on the Greyhounds. False start on the Greyhounds. In case you didn't know,
back up and try it again.
Robert Hinkson kicks left-footed, so he's a.
And he's got a leg on him.
Yeah, he does. He's kicked really good.
Man.
They're going to move the Greyhounds back 5 yards. And we'll try it again. Robert Hinkson
this is
on the
nothing
kick.
for him. He's got a leg on him.
Corona with the hold. Snap is good. The hold is good. The kick is up. And it's
That's
no
good.
good.
No good. Off
wide
to the left.
Wide left.
Two-point kick is no good with 3:10.
38-20. Crowell leading Strawn. And these are the things. Those extra points are going to start adding up.
They're going to start adding up. They've already missed 2. You do need that's 4 extra points you're missing out on right there.
Yep. It's going to be,
that'd be a 2-score game.
Important.
Now it's a 3-score game.
Yep. So this is another thing I'm very interested in. You got 3 minutes and 10 seconds left to go. You definitely don't want them to score again. But if they do, you get the ball, control the ball if you can get it through. If you got to get to halftime, right?
Yes.
They're going to. You're looking at it here and you're saying they're going to get to halftime.
Honestly, here I might expect Crowell to burn some clock here. Maybe try to get their team into the half.
So you get to half. I want to see what they do when they come out. What adjustments are they going to make? How are those kids going to come back after half, and how are they going to finish the game?
I think this half is going to be big for the Strawn Greyhounds. They're a young team. Coach Lee, been around for so long, won multiple championships. He's a great halftime adjuster. I would expect them to come out and make some adjustments, some great adjustments for the halftime.
Robert Hinkson on the kick for the Greyhounds from his own 30, and he's going to kick it deep once again.
Something we've seen a lot. That's going to be out of the end zone.
About 7 yards deep in the end zone. Touchback.
Be a touchback. Crowell will take over their own.
What would you like to see from the Strawn defense here?
For the Wildcats.
More than anything, I don't mind them bending, but let's don't give up the big play. That's been their problem today, is giving up the big play. There has not been one drive that hadn't had, except for save for the first drive when they started inside the 20-yard line. Everything else has had the one big play. If they can control that and not give up that big play, we've seen that Crowell has made some mistakes. Greyhounds hadn't capitalized on it, but we'd like to see that. Jaybird right formation for the Wildcats via under center. Hernandez is going to be deep. They're going to give it to Hernandez looking to throw. He's got a receiver wide open
down the field.
And he catches it at the 38-yard line. One man to beat. Can Nick Lynn catch him? He's not going to get there. Touchdown, Crowell Wildcats. And once again,
I believe that was Aaron Hernandez, or not Aaron Hernandez. That would be
Austin Hernandez.
Austin Hernandez. It's going to be Austin Hernandez with, I think, another touchdown through the air. He's got 4 on the day.
Yep. 2 on the ground, 2 in the air, and that's a big one. That's what I'm just saying right there. The big play. They give up the big play. Just so happened on this one, it was on the very first play.
The receiver, he slipped. It looks like they almost made it look like they were going to go right. He slipped to the backside.
Cooper Carroll to kick, and it's up, and it's good right down the middle. 44-20, your score, 2:57 to go. The Crowell Wildcats leading the Strawn Greyhounds.
Crowell 46, Strawn 20.
Again, you got to remember, this was a Crowell team that, of the 7 losses they had last year, 6 of them were to playoff teams, and 2 of them were in the championship last year.
Absolutely.
So those are things you got to think about.
This team definitely does have a little bit more of that experience in them, I would say, playing those opponents. I mean, that's something you can't take into account.
You've got, on their line, you got Austin Hernandez, senior, Aiden Villa, junior, Alvarado, senior, Hudgens, senior. You've got, they're playing juniors and seniors right here, as opposed to Strawn, who has, they're playing a lot of sophomores. And
Strawn has been a team that does get better as the season goes on. They do get a lot better once the season goes
They
along.
absolutely get better every game, and you expect that from a good team and a team that wants to improve and wants to win. They will get better. These kids will watch film. They're going to get better.
These kids do want to get better. These kids have the strong it in them for sure.
Oh, they got no quit. There's no doubt about that. Crowell will tee it up. It'll be Austin Hernandez from his own 30-yard line. Michael Barcinas, and they're going to onside it to the left. It's going to go just the required 15, and that's going to be Robert Hinkson that makes the recovery. Greyhounds will take over 1st and 15 from their own 35. So here we are, 2:55 to go in the first half. 46-20 is your score. Greyhounds need to move this down the field.
Absolutely.
They don't got to do it all in one play, but they need to move it down the field.
I also don't think Coach Lee does want to. It would be nice if they scored right away, but I also don't think he would mind if they did take their time a little bit, maybe try to get the score right before halftime.
Casey Nunez brings them to the line, red right formation. They're going to give it to Michael Barcinas coming to the left. He cuts it back up the middle. He's got room to run across the 40 to 35, and he's going to be brought down right there.
He's brought down by a slew of
21, Clayton Alvarado on the final tackle. Nice run there by Barcinas.
They're going to go
no huddle here. Red right formation. Nunez under center. He's going to take it. He's going to quick handoff up the middle to Robert Hinkson, and he is hit immediately
he is
right
stuffed
there.
In the hole right
That's going to be Samuel Valdovinos that makes the tackle. That's going to bring up 3rd down here. I got to tell you, that kind of caught me by surprise that they would go no huddle right there, but I like the change of pace.
I was not expecting that, and I don't think Crowell was either. Unfortunate that they
just happened to be right place at the right time. Casey Nunez brings the Greyhounds to the line, T formation. They're going to give it to Robert Hinkson looking to throw. He's under heavy pressure. He's rolling to the left, flips it out to Barcinas, and he is lit up. Barcinas is clobbered at the line.
Number 21, Clayton Alvarado with a great tackle.
Alvarado's the one that made the touchdown catch in the end zone. That kid he's tall and he's long.
He's got some athleticism to him. There's no doubt about that. He's been all over the place as well on defense.
This is a big-time play. 1:37 to go in the first half. 4th down.
I would expect Strawn to take some time off the clock here. I don't know if they'll snap it right away. Maybe take it down to about 5.
It's a 4th and 5, and it is a long 5. They're going to come to the line here.
I would expect maybe a sweep here out of that red formation.
Nunez brings them red right formation. He's going to take it, going to drop straight back. Got a receiver open, throws it up to Hinkson. Hinkson makes a cut. He's fighting his way forward, hits again. He's going to be down to about the 25-yard line.
Great play. The Strawn Greyhounds needed that. They needed that.
25-yard line.
I like the dump off there to Hinkson. I know it was 4th down. You want to give it to that guy, but they had a guy deep for a touchdown right there.
I would not doubt if they do go back to that later on. Coach Lee saw that.
Yep. Timeout called by the Greyhounds here. 50. Oh, they need to stop the clock. Clock's still rolling. They run off another 4 or 5 seconds. They stop it finally. 51 seconds to go.
Looks like they're trying to add the time back on the clock. Ref's pointing up at the box here.
46-20. Crowell leads.
Minute back on the clock. Added 9 seconds on the clock. That's big for the Greyhounds.
That's big there. They're going to put it back to 1 minute. Greyhounds have it 1st and 15 at the Crowell 25-yard line. And I got to tell you, it was a nice run by Robert Hinkson there.
You could tell he wanted that first down.
He was fighting for that. He was not going to give up. He took some licks, shed a couple of tacklers, put it down to the 25. He knew where that first down marker was, and he was going to get there.
What do you think Coach Lee is telling his kids right now, his guys? What do you think he's trying to
do? Your job. Do your job.
That's his
Stay
thing.
with your block. Get to your block and he's telling the guys that are running the ball, you get to your spot. You get to where you're supposed to be going.
You hit that on the nail. I mean, that's since I was in high school. He's been do your job. He's instilling that since day one. If you do your job, we're going to do well. That's what he's all about.
Blocking is the key here. And they've shown it when they're blocking. There's lots of room to run.
Lots of room to run.
Casey Nunez will bring them to the line. Red right formation once again for the Greyhounds. Hinkson the up man. Barcinas the deep man. They're going to take it and give it to Hinkson up the middle. Slips the tackle, spins off, nice run.
And he is still going.
Carries two guys down to the 10-yard line.
And he is running hard. He is running hard here late in the second quarter.
That was a good run right up the middle there by Robert Hinkson. That's going to bring up second down and about 1. They marked him at the 11-yard line. Nunez under center. They're going to throw it out of the T formation. Looking to throw. Dumps it off to Barcinas at the 10. To the 5. Fights his way in.
That's going to be
right for the score.
A touchdown.
Michael Barcinas, and that's a great score right there. At least 32 seconds left on the clock. 46-26 with the points after to come.
You know, that's great time management by the Greyhounds. 30 seconds, not a lot to play with here. Crowell has been getting a lot of big plays, though. You want to see the Greyhounds tighten it up on defense here a little bit.
This extra point is critical, in my opinion. Not only just for score-wise,
for confidence as well.
but for confidence-wise. This is something that your kicker needs this. Your kicker needs this. So let's get them blocks. He's offsides. Kick is up, and it's blocked, but it's going to be offsides on number 5, Hernandez.
We have a flag on the play.
So we'll get to redo that.
Yeah, we'll move up
Offsides on the defense.
half the distance from the goal
half
here.
the distance. We'll kick it again.
Lining up back here for the PAT.
Robert Hinkson on the kick for the Greyhounds. Number 15, Jesse Corona, will hold. The kick is no good. It's going to be a fire. They're going to throw it up. Jesse Corona does. Almost caught.
Incomplete. Tipped by number 21, Clayton Alvarado, making a play on that fire. So fire meaning fire is when the PAT is a no-go anymore. They're trying to get the ball out to a pass play. It essentially becomes a pass play.
So when they do that, your holder is going to be normally they're not even getting. Your holder becomes the quarterback. And it's just everybody get somewhere in the end zone, see if we can get something out of that.
Exactly.
So that's going to keep the score 46-26 with 32 seconds to go. This right here with 32 seconds. You know, this is a time, I compare this to the last minute of a hockey game. You never want to give up a goal in the last minute of any quarter. You do not want to give up a touchdown in this last 32 seconds.
Especially going into the half. You want to get some sort of big play here, some sort of stop to take you into halftime. Have something good going into the half. Not another touchdown on the other side going into half. Some sort of confidence building up for you.
Yep, and you just took a ball 40 yards, put it in the end zone. You saw the nice blocking, the nice running, the sheer will that they wanted to put it in the end zone. They weren't going to be denied. They weren't going to give up. You want to see that right here, but on the defensive side. You want to see them get to their spot, shuck the block, get in there, make a tackle. Somebody make a play right here.
I see them just over pursuing just a little bit. If they can cut that down a little bit, play a little bit more contained defense, because these Crowell Wildcats are all over the field.
Oh, let's not sugarcoat it. Hernandez has got moves. He's left. He's right, left. He can cut.
He's got some wheels.
He can cut. Hinkson's going to tee it up at the 30, and they're going to onside it. I don't think it's going to make the 15 yards, and it doesn't.
Goes about 13 out of bounds here. It's going to give the Crowell Wildcats. That's not what you wanted to see from the Greyhounds. It's going to give the Crowell Wildcats some pretty good fun.
I like the idea. He onsided it on the short side, and it was supposed to be something quick. It just didn't go the 15. They were ready for it.
Their first onside kick of the game.
Check that. They're going to take over.
It was a nice time. I liked it because he'd kick them he's kicked them 7-8 yards deep in the end zone. They were probably just. You really actually saw the Crow.
They were kind of loosened up a little bit.
Yes. They wasn't ready for it. It just didn't go the required distance, and it's gonna cost them because now they're gonna have it 1st and 15 inside Greyhound territory at the 37-yard line. And 32 seconds to go. This is imperative right here. You really want your defense to step up.
I would like to see where Austin Hernandez lines up on offense here for the Crowell Wildcats. I would like to see where he lines up here. If he's deep, it definitely could be a drop pass, and it definitely could be a sweep. He is going to be deep for the Crowell Wildcats here in that.
Aiden Villa brings them to the line. Jaybird right formation for the Crowell Wildcats. Hernandez is deep. They're going to give it to Hernandez, going right, cuts it back up the middle. He's going to sling it out to Alvarado. What a play.
Wow.
Touchdown, Crowell Wildcats.
If you're watching at home, in Strawn terms, we call that red 24 hammer. So what they did is they ran that red 24 hammer. The young Strawn defense was drawn down by it. Number 21, Clayton Alvarado, slid behind them. I mean, you got to tip it. That's a great offensive play drawn up right there.
That was a great time to run that play. They had had such success with the run. I thought Hernandez was running just like everybody else. Alvarado slipped out the back, and he bulleted it for the touchdown.
By surprise.
Greyhounds are going to be offsides here. 52-26, the points after to come. 24 seconds to go. Okay, worst case scenario just happened. You give up another touchdown, but you've got 24 seconds to go. You need to go down.
Strawn
you need to put it on the board.
Also has the potential for those quick and easy scores. They can definitely do that. It's going to be another offsides here.
It's going to be offsides. I got to tell you, the thing I will say, there's a lot of penalties right here, and a lot of them have been on the PAT. But the referees are letting a lot of movement from the holder go.
Oh, yeah.
Just then he was running the hard count, but he's literally
jumping.
He was moving himself. His head was bobbing, and his whole body moved a half a yard. Like
a lot is being let go here early on. Not saying it's dictating the game.
No, but because what I'm fixing to say from that is, why are they watching him? They need to be watching the ball.
Yep.
Let's know. You need to see when the ball's coming off. Don't listen to the hard count. You're watching movement, watching the ball. But those are learnable things. Those are things that we can correct those things. Those are all things that can be corrected.
That'll come with time as the season goes on.
54-26 your score. 24 seconds to go in the first half. Crowell leading the Greyhounds. And Austin Hernandez has really put on a show. He's got 3 touchdowns in the air, 2 on the ground.
I mean, 5 touchdowns in total. He's easily got over 200, 300 yards in total, easily. I mean, he's all over the place. He's making plays on defense and on offense. I mean, he's definitely their star player right now.
Yeah, he's done a good job. He'll tee it up, and you're not sure if it's going to be him or Carroll to kick it. And Carroll is going to kick it this time on an onside. Takes a nice play. And does Crowell get it? They do.
Wow.
Crowell comes up with it. And Crowell's going to have it at the Greyhound 35-yard line.
Alvarado with another great defensive kickoff play. I mean, he's all over the place.
The ball hit Keaton Tunnel's foot. Keaton was the man to block it. He took a bad bounce, hit his foot.
I mean, that's unfortunate.
It didn't go to the guy. It was just it took a bad bounce, but those are things that you got to be ready for.
You got to be ready for.
Crowell was there to get on it. 1st and 15 for the Wildcats. 54-26, 21 seconds to go. They're going to be in Greyhound territory at the 36-yard line.
I mean, they drew up a trick play last offensive drive. I would love to see what they're going to come out in here.
They're going to go T formation, Austin Hernandez under center. They're going to give it to Villa and let Villa throw a pass. And he's got a receiver wide open down the side. He's going to cut it up and try to run it. He's going to get a few yards. Let's call it 2 yards up the middle.
He's brought down by
getting a timeout here for the Crowell Wildcats. 15 seconds to go in the second quarter.
Villa didn't see him, but he had a backside receiver that was wide open. If he throws it up there, that's touchdown.
That backside has been open all day long for the Crowell Wildcats.
Yeah.
I would expect the Strawn Greyhounds to make an adjustment for that going into halftime. I would expect either some sort of a man on defense for that, maybe line up someone on him.
And the pressure is the only thing that's kept them from throwing that backside. 15 seconds to go in the first half. Your Greyhounds trail the Crowell Wildcats 54-26. And they'll have second down at about the 34-yard line of the Greyhounds. You know, all in all, it's kind of what I expected the first game. Going to be some jitters, going to be some missed tackles, going to be some mistakes made. and both teams have made them. The difference is Crowell has capitalized on them. The Greyhounds have not just
And
yet.
we can't forget, a lot of these guys Crowell have were coming back from that last season where they played a lot of really good teams, including that state champion Benjamin.
Greyhounds young, but they've showed that will that they won't give up. Here we go. Second down for the Wildcats. Aiden V under center. Jaybird right formation. Hernandez is deep. Going to give it to Hernandez. Going left, looking to throw. And he's going to throw it deep. And he's got Alvarado deep. Gets up. Oh, and they're going to throw a penalty on Jesse Corona on pass interference. And I'm going to tell you, he didn't turn around. If he turns his head right there,
he might even have an
intercepts
interception.
that. And Jesse's down. He's going to take a second there. You know, he's just like he cannot believe what just happened, because all he had to do was turn his head around, and he probably intercepts that pass. And that's going to make it, what is that going to be, second down.
I mean, that's second and one right there.
We're going to have an official timeout here with 8 seconds to go. We'll come back after that. Just give us a minute. 8 seconds to go in the first half. 54-26. Crowell Wildcats leading the Strawn Greyhounds.
We're going to see a substitution in for the Strawn Greyhounds here. Danny Suentes coming in for Jesse Corona. Maybe get him a breather. I mean, 8 seconds left to go here. I mean, I'm expecting a straight drop back pass by Austin Hernandez here. I mean,
they're gonna get it to him anyway to let him pass it. And it's gonna go Jaybird right formation via under center. He's gonna take it, give it to Hernandez. He's looking to pass. Rolling left, looking for someone to throw. He's going to heave it up. Got a wide open receiver. Cody Carroll, and he dropped it. Dropped it in the end zone.
I mean, he had nothing but space. He was in the end zone, and he just couldn't come up with it. It happens.
It's one of those things.
It's just one of those things.
Hey, you know what? He had too much time to think about it.
Heard footsteps, you know, those sort of things.
So that's going to make it at halftime, 54-26, and the thing about, we need to talk about that before we take a break here, is coming back from this second half, we're kicking the Crowell.
Yeah, and they've been hot on the offensive end here. Strawn, you know, I wouldn't expect Crowell to score on the first shot coming out of the half. I expect Coach Lee to make some great adjustments coming out of the half here.
The defense has shown a lot of guts, and they've shown the ability to make the plays. They've shown the ability to get off their blocks, make tackles, but they've given up the big play.
And they may even be getting gassed here. I mean, they're not getting a lot of rotation in on the defensive side, not a lot of subs. They may even be getting gassed. Maybe those young kids maybe just getting some burn in.
Right. This is what you talk about, right? When you talk about the difference in the scrimmage, and this is their first game. Scrimmages is a lot of downtime. You got a lot to talk about your coach, with your coaches, make adjustments. This right here is all on the fly. It's go time.
You're out there with you and your teammates.
Yep, and you're right. They're probably a little gassed right here at the end. So this break ought to help us out a little bit, and they'll make some adjustments and come back. So at the halftime, it's going to be Crowell Wildcats 54, Strawn Greyhounds 26. We're going to take a break, and we'll be back after that.
Okay, guys, we'll be back after the halftime. Pardon all the first game out, an audio glitch. My audio device actually froze. I know it shut down my stream, so I had to restart the stream. And I was sitting there messing with the audio, and then looked up and saw. No. No. No, it was this thing. I don't know if it got too hot, what happens, but I had it on record. Okay, I'm still streaming, so. I want to thank everybody for tuning in to our first game of the season. And we'll be here every Friday night, unless they have a game on a different time besides Friday night, doing the streams season. We'll be looking for people to sponsor the games. It's a lot of fun. I enjoy this, but it costs me money. So anyway, appreciate any of the help I can get. We'll be checking with everybody. We thank our last year's sponsors, Trey's Construction. They've been doing a little project over near where I work. I work at the Eastland Chamber of Commerce now, and right next door, the Lumberyard Event Center has got adding a nice big pavilion type thing out over their garden area, the Grimes Garden. That'll make a whole lot more usable, and it is a huge pavilion thing. And Trace Construction was putting that in. Our Economic Development, Eastland Community Foundation director, she got up there on the floor. We have 8 floors in the Conley next door to it, and she got up on the 7th floor where her office is and took some, what do you call that? What was that video? What am I trying to think of? Anyway, recorded it for 5 hours that day of them putting the trusses in place, and then, played it back. Brain is dead. Can't think of what it is. But anyhow, so it all came out, like a 10-minute video of them installing that with the cranes. Or a crane. It wasn't like a lot of cranes, just one crane. Anyway, it was a neat thing to watch. So that's Trace Construction does all that kind of work. It looks really good. They got it all completed, and we're ready to add all the fans and electrical to it, and we'll have a good place to have outdoor events and add to the indoor. We have a banquet every June, and it's usually really hot, and that'll be a great addition to our Lumberyard Event Center. I also want to thank New York Hill for sponsoring us. They've sponsored us. These guys here have sponsored me for years. Most of the time, I want to say that I've been streaming and then looking for sponsors. I've had New York Hill Restaurant, Trace Construction, Greyhound Pack-a-Sack, and the formerly First National Bank of Strawn, which is now Clear Fork Bank, and I appreciate all their help. Gordon Hardware has been with us, I think, a couple of years now, and Mary's Cafe has been with us several years. Mel's Diner came on last year, and TD's Deer Processing was always one of our sponsors. Appreciate all you guys, and look forward to another year of streaming. I'll be getting hold of you. Just don't answer the phone if you see my name come up. If you anyway, we got trying to think of any events coming up in the area. We have the Rip Fest is October 7th, first Saturday in October. It has a parade and a car show that we are looking for people that would like to get in the parade. It doesn't cost anything to join the parade. It's at 11 o'clock on Saturday morning. And it's a great way. We have a big crowd that comes out to those parades. Great way to get your business name out there in front of people and show off what you can do with your vehicle or trailer or whatever it is. You want to advertise something free of charge other than whatever you pay to decorate your whatever. Come on. Give us a call at the Eastland Chamber of Commerce or look for it online at eastlandchamber.com. And there's all the information for registering for the parade or registering as a vendor. Our vendor spots are going fast. And what else did I say? The car show. They have a car show. They're looking for entries for the car show. And if you're in a car show, you might as well go through the parade with your car. So we got 8 minutes, 12 seconds, 11:10 till halftime's over. It's hot out here, but not as hot as it could have been. I really want to take my hat off to those true Strawn fans that are sitting in the home on the home side. It is what my deal said 103 earlier, and those stands have got to be hotter than that. All that metal, and I have been in that press box on the home side before and had to vacate it because it was, well, one year we did it and it shut down all my equipment. It was so hot in there. So the home side is not a good place to be except after dark or in the winter. But there are fans, devoted fans over there that are determined not to come over here to the shady side of the visitors box and stay over there and cheer on the cheerleaders who are cheering on the football team. And they're all staying out there in the sun, so I guess those guys think they will too. We'll be back here in about 7 minutes. No, I was just going to say one of those is on. I just using it for background noise. You put it over. I think it's this one. Number. Point it out for some noise. No, I had an audio thing on it. I looked down. I had set record on it. It was 14. And I'll start with the first one. But it does something weird. I had to do it before I forgot about it. And started doing this crazy thing and has an error. I think something to do with, maybe it's can't record to that card. Yeah, and so just sit there spinning around. I couldn't use mine off. I muted it. So finally, I put my car down, cleared it all up. This is what does work. So I had to video it. And so it goes through that audio. So if they have an audio check, I can shut down my video. Yeah, it's great. There's a one that goes 8. This one's tiny. It has
1
And we're going to be back here for the second half kickoff. Greyhounds will be kicking off to the Crowell Wildcats, trailing 54-26. And I got to tell you, been a lot of good, been a lot of bad, but this is where you see where if we're ready. Like what mistakes are we going to correct? What things are we going to change right now?
We talked about them, Coach Lee, making great adjustments coming out of half, and I expect just that. Mainly on the defensive side, I expect our strong guys to come out a little bit more composed. I'm sure he rallied the troops in there. Give them an earful, but a good earful. I expect them to come out playing a little bit more passive on defense, but staying aggressive at the same time.
Robert Hinkson will be the man to kick it off, and they're going to squib kick it. Takes a nice bounce. Can the Greyhounds get there, and they're on it. Oh! Almost recovered it, and that's going to be
onside kick recovered.
Zane Marqueen.
Number one, Zane Marquis of the Wildcats. Crowell will take over on their own 35-yard line, 1st and 15.
So there was another one of those opportunities that just didn't pan out for the Greyhounds.
We're seeing strides on those kickoffs, though. The first offside, or the first onside, you saw it go out of bounds. This one, you saw it a lot closer. We're making strides on this defensive possession here. I mean, I'm expecting some good things here on defense. Great energy, maybe even a big play here on defense.
Crowell come out 1st and 15 from their own 35-yard line. Jaybird right formation. Aiden Villa under center. Hernandez the deep man.
They're taking their time.
Villa's going to take it, and he's going to give it to Hernandez, and he's going to be brought down in the backfield. Great play right there. That's going to be number 21.
Danny Suentes.
Nice play.
And you're seeing the aggression early on. First defensive play, he's shooting the gap and bringing great energy.
So Danny has come in and immediately made an impact there from that, and he's on that left inside. Very nice play. 2nd down and 17 for the Crowell Wildcats from their own 30, we'll call it 32 and a half.
A little bit of loss of yards here for the Crowell Wildcats. I would expect them to
They'll run to the line. Jaybird right formation. They're going to give it to Hernandez going left, looking for a block, and he's not going to get it.
Hernandez on
dives
the carry,
forward for
brought
the
down by Nick Lynn.
get back almost to the original line of scrimmage. Nick Lynn on the tackle. What a play there.
You're seeing it early on this defensive possession. Greyhounds are bringing a lot of pressure early on.
And here we go. 3rd down and 15. Big, this is a big play right here. Let's see if we can't get them to get a stop here, get a stop on 4th down, make a game of it.
This is a big defensive possession for the Greyhounds here. They need this one.
3rd and 15 for the Crowell Wildcats. Hayden Villa under center. Hernandez is deep. They're going to give it to Hernandez. Coming left, looking to throw. Under heavy pressure. Throws it up. He's got a receiver. That's going to be Villa at about the 35. He's going to cut down, and he's going to run out of bounds at about the 19-yard line.
And we talked about this earlier. That backside play wide open for them.
19-yard line of Strawn. Be 1st and 15 there.
It's really hard to guard that.
And there goes the big play again. We've said it several times. The Greyhounds do good for several plays, and then they give up that big play.
That's why it's important for that pressure that they were showing early on in this possession. It's important for them to keep that up so they don't have the opportunity for those backside passes.
And Hernandez had pressure. He had a guy in his face. He just was able to get it off.
I mean, he made a great back shoulder throw. I mean, that was a beautiful throw.
That's going to move them all the way down inside the 20. Well, they'll have 1st and 15 from the 19.
I want to touch on that play a little bit before this goes on. Jesse Corona was all over that deep receiver.
High formation. Villa is going to give it to Hernandez coming left. And there's a penalty flag down. It's going to be a false start on the Wildcats. That'll bring them back 5 yards. Go ahead and finish your point there.
So what I was touching on is we saw Clayton Alvarado, their main receiver of this game. He ran sort of a deep post to like the middle of the field from the right side. Jesse was all over that. Great coverage on that. They need some sort of man presence on that backside pass maybe.
Yeah, the quarterback just was able to slip off to the back and nobody noticed him. And once that happened, he had plenty of room to run. They will come to the line. It's a balanced line, but it's the J-Bird formation. J-Bird right. Villa under center. He's going to take it, give it to Hernandez going left. He's going to cut it, looking to run, throws it up. Got a receiver wide open. Touchdown, Crowell Wildcats. That's going to be Michael Martinez.
I mean, we're seeing early on, we talk about Strawn making adjustments. How about Crowell making adjustments on the backside passes that we were talking about? They weren't making those throws early on. I mean, that's 2 back-to-back.
And all they did was flood that deep. They had a man deep. Our defensive back was there with the deepest man, but unfortunately it was too deep for the shallow man off to the backside, and he had easy walk in for a touchdown. Carroll's going to put it up, and it is a high kick, but it's good. 62-26, 8:05 to go in the 3rd quarter.
Good with 8:05 left.
Crowell leading the Strawn Greyhounds.
62, Strawn 26.
Young team,
Young team.
They keep making several good plays, and it's just that one lapse, one little mistake.
On the fly, for the young guys, it may be hard to see those types of plays, the backside plays. Once you get in that film room and you actually see it develop and see what it looks like from the defensive side in the overhead view, you're going to be able to recognize those more when you're on the field.
Oh, I can assure you, they're going to have plenty of time to watch that because Dwayne is going to show them and show them and show them and show them.
Knowing Coach Lee, they might see those 2 back-to-back backside passes about 30 times in the film room.
And they'll be better for it. They won't. That's one thing they're going to learn. That's how
he does that to instill that. That's why he's such a good coach, is he does a great job of instilling that kind of consistency in his players.
Crowell will tee it up at the 30-yard line. Back deep for the Greyhounds will be number 22, Michael Barcinas. Hernandez is going to kick, and he's going to kick this deep. It's going to bounce it to the 1-yard line and then into the end zone for the touchback. Greyhounds will take over 1st and 15 from their own 20.
What are you expecting for the Greyhounds here on offense to come out?
1st and 15.
What I would like to see them do is come out and run the ball, get to their blocks, and run the ball.
Yep, I would like to see that too. I mean, that's what's been working for them all night. I would expect to see Mike Barcinas, Iron Mike, get the ball a lot here. I would expect it.
If they can get a couple of run plays that work good, then they might go. So look at this. They're going to go different here.
This is that spread formation.
This is going to be split right out of the gun. Jesse Corona's going to take it, and he's going to give it to Hinkson going left, looking to throw. He's got a receiver deep. Michael Barcinas at the 35. He catches it across midfield. It's going to be banged out of bounds right there inside Crowell territory. There you go.
And I want to touch on this. We talked about it in the first quarter. Strong loves that spread also. We haven't seen it all game. I expected some sort of adjustment coming out, and there's the spread.
Dwayne told me they were going to throw the ball, and he said, we want to throw the ball. We're going to throw the ball. Here we're going to go again. Split right formation out of the gun. Hinkson's going to take it. Bad snap. Going to get it. The ball is on the ground. Who's got it?
And
it looks like Crowell has it.
On that.
And they're going to say no, second down. They're going to give it. They're going to give it to the Greyhounds. That's going to be number 3, Robert Hinkson, that gets on it.
I mean, that's their second play in the gun formation. Bad snap, nothing you could do about that. I mean, you just forget about that play and you go on to the next one.
Yeah, second down and 20, about 23 here for the Greyhounds. That brings them all the way back into their own territory at the 47.5-yard line.
There.
And once again, that's just it was a bad snap. He wasn't able to handle it to do something else. So it just
they're going to stick with it here.
They're going to go at it again, out of the gun. Jesse Corona's going to take it, and he's going to give it to Robert Hinkson going left. Got a blocker, going to cross back. Almost. He's going to be a couple of yards short of the original line of scrimmage. That's going to bring up third down and about 18.
Across midfield, down to the 37-yard line.
So early on, we're seeing, if you're watching at home, if you're watching the two, they call them up-backs. We got Jesse and we got Robert Hinkson switching places here and there. Keep an eye on that.
Out of the gun, unbalanced right formation, split right. Corona's going to take it, give it to Hinkson. Looking for a block, looking for a pass. The pass is tipped. Going to be caught by number 2, Colby Morton. And he's going to get a couple of extra yards down to about the 35, and that's about the original line of scrimmage.
And, I mean, that could have been a lot worse. Crowell had great pressure in the backfield there. Hinkson was just able to get the ball off right.
Yeah. And he was lucky he was able to get it because he was under heavy pressure.
And it even looked like it was tipped a little bit. Number 2 makes a great play. That's going to be Colby Morton.
If you watch the play, out of that gun coming, Jesse takes the pitch and he pitches it back. This is a play, that Alvarado kid's coming in. This is a play in the past. That kid would have been cut. But now they're just banging up top. Out of the gun once again, unbalanced right. Hinkson's got it. Under heavy pressure is going to throw it up to Corona. Back to the original line of scrimmage, and that's all he's going to get. Turnover on down.
He's tackled by Austin Hernandez.
That's not really what you wanted to see on the offensive side there. I mean, we saw a great play. That pass off to Mike Parson. He's got a big game. You gotta think good about that. I mean, that's a bright spot in a dark possession right there.
Yeah. So the Greyhounds will turn it over. Crowell will get it back, leading 62-26, 5:46 to go in the third quarter.
Early on, the run game was and still is working very well for Crowell, but also that pass game is, I mean, it's wide open. I mean, I would expect them to keep running that pass until we make a stop on it.
Yep, they're just going to keep giving it to Hernandez and tell him, hey, you can throw or run, do whatever you want to do. Jaybird right formation, Villa under center. Escalante the up man, Hernandez the deep man. They're going to give it to Hernandez going left. Got all time to throw. Under heavy pressure now, he's going to throw it up. Villa catches it at the 40, to the 30, catches a block at the 25 down, 10-5, touchdown, Crowell Wildcats again.
And I mean, Crowell is just, I mean, they're having their way on the offensive side right now.
68-26 with the points after to come, 5:33 to go in the third. And hey, they're letting that pressure come to Hernandez, and they're just dumping it over.
The defense is doing their job on the defensive line. They're getting back there. I mean, but you got to tip it to Austin Hernandez. He's making great throws, making great athletic plays. You just got to hand it to him right there. That's going to be 4 in the air, I believe, for tonight.
Cooper Carroll on the kick for the Wildcats. The kick is up, and it's good.
Maybe looking at offsides
and here you go, 70-26, 5:33. They'll decline that penalty anyway.
With 5:33 left, we've got the score in the third quarter. Crowell 70.
So this is where you get dangerous right here. 70-26. You got to put points on the board right now.
So also Strawn, I mean, in 6-man you have this 45 rule. 45 points. If you go at 45 points, the game's over. I mean, Crowell's looking at 1 point, and they're the winners of this game. So we really need to really need to see Strawn here show some grit, show some pride, and they really need to get after this offensive in here.
This right here is one of those times when you want to see them come out. They're a young group. They've made some mistakes. but they've shown that sparkle and that shine. They've shown they can make the big play. They've shown that they can do those things. Now you got to put it together right here because it's go time. You have no room for mistakes.
And hey, Rome wasn't built in today. They got a lot to build on. They're showing great prowess, and I think they got a lot of good stuff to look forward to.
Yep, they've improved and they're improving. And I can tell you what you're going to see later on in the year. Nothing. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter till you get to them district games anyway. And I can promise you, they're young. He's going to use them. They're going to be moving kids around and putting them in different spots and trying to find out what's best.
I would expect a lot of kids to move around positions. I mean, also something we haven't touched on, Jesse Corona has not got the ball a lot. He's a senior, really athletic. He's in the gym all the time. I would have started seeing him get the ball later on.
Yep, and I feel like that is precautionary reasons. Crowell is going to onside it right here. Corona's going to take it. The ball comes out. Michael Barcenas falls on it, and that was nearly disastrous.
I mean, that's a big play for Mike right there. I mean, they needed that. If Cole gets that in their own territory, I mean, that's looking very scary.
For the Greyhounds.
Greyhounds will have it 1st and 15 from their own 28-yard line.
I mean, what do you expect the Greyhounds to do here? What are you expecting here?
I think they need to come out and they need to run the ball. But they're going to come out in the gun. They're going to throw. They're going to come out in the gun.
I would expect sort of a bingo pass here. Jesse's the up back.
Jesse's the up back. Hingson's the deep man. They're going to give it to Hinkson going to the left, looking to throw. He's under heavy pressure, slips a tackle. He's going to tuck it and run. To the 35, bangs a guy down across to the 36-yard line.
And that's a great, powerful run from Hinkson right there. You love to see that.
That's what you want to see right there. That's the exact same thing that Crowell has been doing. They've been showing that pass, but they're not afraid to tuck it and run. And that time he just brought it down and ran and picked up a nice chunk of change. And it's going to be 2nd down and 8 from the 36, their own 36-yard line.
In the run game, we're talking a lot about number 22, Mike Barcenas. Hey, Hingson's running the ball really hard.
He has run the ball good. Nunez will bring them to the line. Kaysen under center. They're going to give it to Hinkson coming to the right, and he's got blockers. Nice block. Cuts it back up the middle. 30, 20, one man to beat. Can he do it? 10-5. Touchdown Greyhounds.
And right on cue.
Robert Hinkson, just like we said, let's run the ball, get your blocks.
Right on cue. I mean, he is showing that he wants it. He is running the ball extremely hard. That kid, man.
That's what you want to see in your team right there. You're down, your back's against the wall. You have no room for error. Let's march right down a couple of plays, and bam, you put points on the board. I would really like to see the extra points here.
Keep adding on to that confidence. This extra point here is huge. We need those points.
70-32 with Robert Hinkson on the kick. Corona to hold. The kick is up. It's
That's
good.
Pretty good.
70-34, 4:40 to go in the third quarter. Your Greyhounds trail the Crowell Wildcats. I really like that series of plays right there. They come out, they stayed with it, but they did it on the ground.
They did it on the ground.
They showed gun, so they showed pass. He tucks it, Hinkson runs it, then they come right back and they run it, put it right up. He cuts it back up the middle and then back to the left side, and he was gone.
I know Coach Lee said they wanted to pass the ball a little bit, which they have been, and they've had some success on it. But, I mean, that strong Greyhound run offense is just, I mean, it's unstoppable dang near. Like I was talking about earlier, if Strong can get their passing game going, I mean, they already have the run game, they're going to be very scary on that offensive side.
Yep. But again, they're young, and so when their blocking is there, and he was, like I said, that was one of the things he really wanted to focus on was the blocking and making sure they're getting their blocks and finishing their blocks. And at times they've done a great job. And you saw it there. It gets a big run for a touchdown. Now here we go again. What's the defense going to do?
Familiar territory here.
The defense needs to come out, and we need to get a stop here. This is very important.
I mean, you probably need to onside it here every kickoff, and you need to get that ball back ASAP.
Hinkson to kick, and he's going to kick it deep. He's not messing around. Oh, and it goes out of bounds.
That's going to give them better field positioning than they were hoping for.
It goes out of bounds at about the 7-yard line.
For the Wildcats.
I mean, where's that kick going to put them at?
It's going to 35.
35?
Right?
Yep. I mean, if you're Crowell, that's awesome for Crowell.
.30-yard line, my bad.
30-yard line.
Crowell will have it 1st and 15 from their own 30-yard line. 4:40 to go in the third quarter. 70-34. Crowell leads the Strawn Greyhounds.
Sean's kind of been running that 3-2-1 defensive setup. Sometimes one of those linebackers does creep up a little bit. Let's see what they decide to come out here.
T formation for the Wildcats. Aiden V under center.
Sean's playing very aggressive on defense here.
Escalante, your lead block. They're going to give it to Hernandez going right. He's got blockers. He gets the corner around Nick. He gets the 40 to the 35, and he's going to be knocked out of bounds at about the 30-yard line.
It's going to be Jesse Corona on the tackle. Great play by him. They do give up a lot of yards there. I mean, but that's Austin Hernandez. He's been doing this all day long.
So that's a learning thing right there. Your end just got sucked in. He didn't seal the corner. They were able to get around him.
Something that Coach Lee, that they do a lot in practice, is they work on that end, not coming in, not shooting the gap. They want him kind of sealing the edge and driving the running back in to his defenders.
Gotcha.
So I would expect an adjustment there from Coach Lee, maybe kind of telling him to maybe cheat out a little bit.
1st and 15 for the Wildcats in the T formation. No, they're going to go I formation here. Villa under center. He's going to take it, and he's going to give it to Hernandez. Going up the middle, he's going to cut out to the right side. He's only going to get about 1.5 yards. That was a nice play there
by Jesse Corona.
Jesse Corona once again makes that play, and that's a big stop right there.
You like to see that.
If he misses that, he's going to get 10 or 12 yards there.
Jesse Corona making another great tackle there. He's been all over the place this possession.
That's what your seniors bring right there.
That experience, that grit, that leadership. I know he has that hamstring injury, and has later in the season as he heals up, I would expect a lot more usage of him later on in the season. 2nd
down and 14 here. They will come to the line, I formation. Aiden Villa under center for the Wildcats. Going to give it to Hernandez, looking for somewhere to go. Slips a tackle, but he's just barely going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Might have gained a couple. They're going to give him about a yard on the play.
They'll give him about a yard there. Tackle made by Robert Hinkson.
3rd down and 12.
Great tackle there.
3rd down and 12 for the Crowell Wildcats. 3:28 to go, 70-34. Crowell leading the Greyhounds.
You're seeing some positivity for the Greyhounds on defense here.
Here we go again, 3rd down. Let's see if the Greyhounds can make another stop and force that 4th down play.
But like before, 3rd, 4th down territory for the Greyhounds. They do end up maybe giving up some big plays. Let's see if they can bounce back and maybe get a stop here.
Crowell taking their time. They're going to have to hurry to get there.
5 seconds on the
right
clock.
Formation. Aiden Villa under center. They're going to give it to Hernandez looking to throw. He's got a receiver deep in the end zone. It's Alvarado. He goes up with it. Jesse Corona with a heck of a play. What a play!
He gives him the no, sir. That was a great play by Jesse Corona. You love seeing him getting active on the defensive side.
And Jesse gives up a foot to that kid and was right there with him, stride for stride, and they went up in the air. What a play by Jesse.
That's Jesse. That kid's in the gym every day. I mean, he's in there working. He's in there giving it his all. That's the gym doing work right there.
That's somebody, and he studied. He knew. He remembered that play from earlier. And when he went deep, he was stride for stride with him.
He's been on that. He's been on that the last couple times they've run that play. He's really starting to read that pass offense from Crowell.
4th, so here you go. Here's that 4th down that we needed. 4th down, T formation. Villa under center, and they're going to call a timeout.
Crowell didn't like what they saw.
They're going to have to wait. 4th down here for the Wildcats. 2:50 to go in the third quarter. Timeout Crowell leading 70-34.
What are you expecting from Crowell here? I'm expecting them to run that backside. I'm expecting it.
They're going to do. I feel like they're going to come out in the same formations that they have been, either that T or that I or that Jaybird formation. They're just going to quick pitch it back to Hernandez and say, "Here you go, make a play, run it or throw it." But he's going to look. He's going to roll probably. Where's the ball placed at? Is the ball
on the left hash?
The ball is on the left hash. So they're going to. So, see, I still think they're going to swing it over to this side and go back to the wide side.
Ball's actually on the right hash over there.
They're going to come left with it.
Play on the strong side of the field.
Yep, throw it back. That's the play that they've run so many times. They've kind of just flipped it to him, let him roll to the left. He's not really going to the line. He's just floating this way. letting the defense get deep, and then he's dumping it over
And
on that backside.
I think that's what Coach Lee, he's taking his time over there with his guys. I'm pretty sure he is over there telling them, hey, watch out for that backside play.
He's telling somebody better watch that quarterback.
He may have even manned up on that quarterback, maybe a spy on that QB. Let's see. We'll see what happens here.
Here you go. Jaybird right formation for the Wildcats. Aiden Villa under center. Escalante the up man. Hernandez the deep man. They're going to give it to Hernandez, and he's rolling to this way, looking for someone. He's got a receiver open. Alvarado on the backside. Catch it. He's going to dive in the end zone for the touchdown. Backside once again.
So it wasn't the QB, but it was that far right end. He just kind of made a block, almost like they made him want him to think he was blocking. He just let him go, and he just ran straight up the seam on the right side.
Yep. That's a tough one right there.
And I believe that's 5 touchdowns in the air for Boston Hernandez. I mean, you got to tip it.
We need a block here. Cooper Carroll on the kick for the Wildcats. The kick is up, and it's no good. 76-34, 2:42 to go in the third quarter.
Strawn is once again in that 45-point territory. Crowell only needs 1 score here to take the victory. Strawn back against the wall again. Let's see if they can handle this adversity.
I expect them to come out and do just like they did last time. Maybe mix up some formations a little bit. Maybe throw some passes in there, but I expect that run to be an integral part of it. If they're going to get in the end zone, they're going to have to run the ball.
Knowing Coach Lee, I would expect them to come out and tee, even though they saw some success in that gun. I'm expecting them maybe the first play, come out in that tee, see what the defense is looking like, and then make an adjustment from there.
Yep, I kind of feel like him coming out in that gun and that, I felt like one of those things that he was going to try to get a touchdown and then maybe steal a possession so that he had another possession and come back out. But at this point, again, your back is against the wall. You need to put a score up here. We don't need to be messing around.
Can't really take your time here.
Although, what you want to do, this is a learning experience. These games, it is the regular season, but it's not going to keep you from making the playoffs. So let's see if we can teach them something here. Is there something we can do? And he's going to kick it deep once again. Barcenas is going to take it at the 19, coming to the right. Going to swing outside, slips a tackle at the 30, going to get up to about the 32-yard line.
And he's met by the entire Crowell defense.
Barcenas on the return.
Nice little return there that'll put him up at about the 30. Oh, they're going to mark him at the 31. 1st and 15 for the Greyhounds.
They have number 7, that's going to be Kaysen Nunez. He's been their under center QB. Like I said, I would expect some T here. Maybe try to get some sweeps in here.
Eventually, I think we're going to see that straight drop with the quarterback.
There's that T formation.
Nunez under center out of that T. Here we go. Nunez going to bring him to the line. He's going to take it, and he's going to give it to Iron Mike going left. Cuts it back up the middle. Slips a tackle. He breaks another one. Hits the 40 to the 30. 20, 10-5 touchdown, Michael Barcenas. What a play. That right there was just sheer will of breaking
and
tackles.
That's what we were just talking about, that T formation. He comes out in it right away, doesn't mess around. That's their bread and butter. Easiest touchdown you can ask for right there.
Great blocking great blocking there. He cuts it back, and then once he breaks that second tackle, and that was nice running there to break those tackles. 76-40, 2:24 to go in the third. Robert Hinkson on the kick for the Greyhounds.
They converted the last PAT. Let's see if they can match that.
Jesse Corona for the hold. And this is one of those things, hey, if we make it, we convert it here. Fire, fire, fire. They're going to go out looking for a receiver. Got one deep, throwing it to Robert Hinkson, short touchdown.
And that's going to be a point.
That's going to be a point after. So we get a point out of that. They missed theirs. We gained a point. It's good. Those are all important.
Sean
back against the wall again. They show that grit and that adversity that they are able to handle. They score with ease.
2:24 to go in the third. 76-41. Crowell over Strawn.
I mean, these Strawn Greyhound teams, we know, they don't give up.
They don't give up.
They do not go away.
They've done good of not giving up. I expect them to come out here and do another onside. They're going to try to steal a possession right here.
.224 here left in the third quarter. Your score, 76 Crowell Wildcats, 41 Strawn Greyhounds.
Okay, is this one of those times where when you get in this huddle, you've told out of this kickoff, you get in the huddle and you making just an on-the-field adjustment where you say you follow that guy.
You do not. Yes, Coach Lee is known for doing that.
You do not give up the backside.
Coach Lee done that several times. Me playing under him, I've definitely seen that a time or two where he picks a specific defender and he's like, you do not leave that man.
Robert Hinkson to kick it for the Greyhounds, and they're going to squib it. Nice bounce, high bounce. Can it get it? It does. Greyhounds recover. Took a perfect bounce. That's going to be, I think that's going to be David Yanez. He is that makes the recovery.
The ball is recovered by the Strawn Greyhounds. We'll see.
Wow, and that's what you love to see.
What are they doing here?
Are they saying it didn't get to the 15?
They threw a flag. We were offsides. God, it was perfect,
and,
too.
I mean, it just keeps happening.
Man, I mean, there's that possession you were trying to steal, and they were offsides.
And the small mistakes, I mean, they're even coming on the kickoffs. I mean,
on the kickoff, so we're going to
young, I mean, they're going to happen. There's something you got to brush off. Yep. Hey, it happens. Let's just kick it off again.
It's all right. Do it again.
No
Roll
worries.
it. I mean, it was a perfect kick. That'll move them back 5 yards. So they'll be teeing it up at the 25-yard line. So
Coach Lee may even elect to kick it deep here, not give them any close field possession here.
And Robert looks like he's getting ready to boot it deep. We'll see. Nope, it's going to onside it again. And it's a nice one again. Takes a high bounce. Ball is on the ground. Unfortunately, I think it touched the Greyhound player, so it's going to be dead right there. 1st and 15 for the Crowell Wildcats inside Greyhound territory at the 38. And that was just unfortunate there that it just happened to hit a Greyhound player on the back after such a nice play.
Took a really good high bounce, which you like to see on an onside kick. Something that I'm sure a lot of you know, Chase Mackey. I mean, he was one of the best at those onside kicks. Make sure those high bounces, you can get to have your defenders get time to the ball.
Crowell will come out, Jayberg right formation. Nope, they go to I. Villa under center. They're going to give it to Hernandez going right up the middle looking for room to run, and he finds a little bit of room, but not much. Going to be tackled made by number 15, Jesse Corona.
Nice little chunky yardage there.
He gets about 4.5 on that play to make it 2nd down.
So what Crowell's the pattern here from Crowell is they like to kind of like lull you to sleep. They like to run that ball, kind of take their time getting to the line. But when they like to pass the ball, they get right up to the line. They're ready to go.
And here they come on 2nd down and 11. I formation. Aiden Villa under center for the Wildcats. They're going to give it to Hernandez going left. He's going to cut it up, and there's no room to run there, but he's trying to break a tackle. And they're going to say he's dead. They let that go a while. That's going to be David Yanez. Excuse me, I was tongue-tied right there. David Yanez on the tackle. And that was great for him to stay with that right there.
Great defensive play there. That's a great defensive play there. Saved a lot of yardage right there. I mean, Austin, you got to get a hold of him earlier. He's going to make some moves.
Clock's ticking inside. When they center this one, it'll be inside a minute in the 3rd. 76-41, Crowell leading the Greyhounds.
I wouldn't doubt if they run the clock down here a little bit.
Yeah, and look, you're at this 3rd down play again. Be nice. The Greyhounds need a stop here. They're going to come to the line. T formation. Hernandez under center. They're going to give it to Villa, looking to throw. He's got a receiver open deep. Going to throw it off to Hernandez off to the left side, and he just can't quite haul it in. Incomplete. You had Robert Hinkson on the coverage.
Once again, you saw that Clayton Alvarado, number 21, he hit that right seam on the backside. But, of course, Jesse, he's reading that. He's really gotten in tune with that, and he's reading it, and he's covering that.
Yep. This is going to bring up 4th down. Here you go. This is another one of those big plays for the Greyhounds. Would be such a confidence booster for your defense. Make a stop right here.
If they get this stop right here, you expect that red sideline over there to be jumping.
Yep.
Be ready for it.
Here you go. 4th down and 11 for the Wildcats. Aiden Villa under center out of the T formation. They'll give it to Hernandez, and he's looking to throw. Got a receiver deep. Nobody there. up in the air, and he's caught it inside the 10. Touchdown. That's going to be Michael Martinez, and that's his second of the day.
Yep. Michael Martinez making another great catch. I mean, that was a great catch, but an even more beautiful throw by
It was a great throw, I'm telling you.
That's in his right over the shoulder in his pocket, in stride. You can't make it easier for him.
And Martinez just kind of come out there and made it look like he was going to make a block, and the guy tensed for that block, and he run right by him. Cooper Carroll on the kick for the... It's up. And no good. 82-41. 33 seconds to go in the third. So here you go. Like, you know, it's a broken record. We're saying the same thing over and over, but
Back
it's the truth.
against the wall again.
Against the wall. Like, come right out. Let's run the ball.
You love to see the adversity from Strawn. I mean, they get punched in the mouth, they punch them right back, and they get a score of their own. I wouldn't expect anything different here.
No, absolutely. And we said, you know, the defense is the one that was going to have a little bit of a time today. We did talk about that when we were up here earlier, that the defense is going to have their hands full. Well,
You know,
they've got their hands full.
Athleticism on offense, I mean, six-man football is built for athleticism on offense. I mean, the speed, if you have speed, you're going to be great on offense. But defense, that's a little bit more technical. You got to read defense, you got to read offenses, you got to read where people are shifting. That's going to come with time, especially with young kids.
And I expect them to come out here. If they don't make, you know, this is one of those times when we can't make a mistake on the onside kick, because they're probably going to onside it. They've had a lot of success getting that onside, so they come out here. We got to get this onside. If they do kick it deep, that's great. He doesn't kick it real deep.
If I were Strawn here, I'm not looking to pick it up. I'm looking to fall on it, secure that possession, and get on offense.
And he's going to onside it off this time. It goes to required distance, and it is just that close. Robert Hinkson does get it, but I mean, he just barely gets it.
Takes the ball at about the 33-yard line.
So here we
Greyhounds
go.
will have it 1st and 15 from the 33-yard line, from their own 33.
They're going to come out. They're going to come out in that tight set. They have their under center quarterback. They have Casey Nunez in there. They ran the ball first play last time. I wouldn't doubt if they run some sort of bootleg here.
Casey Nunez under center brings the Greyhounds out in the T formation. Marcinus and Hinkson, they're going to give it to Iron Mike coming right, looking for a block. And this kid never quits moving, slips a tackle, breaks another one. All the way down to the 36-yard line. Great run. He's going to have second down at about 5-yard line.
I mean, this kid's showing some heart. He runs the ball like it's his last run. Every run.
And he runs hard. Nunez under center once again in the T formation. They're going to give it to Hinkson this time, going left, looking for a block. He's not going to get it.
I mean, that's
Four
game
tackling right there.
defenders.
There's 4 out of your 6 defenders making the tackle there, so that's just good swarming.
In the third quarter with the score Crowell 82.
So after that, here you go. At the end of the third quarter, Greyhounds trail the Crowell Wildcats 82-41. 41-point deficit. You're going to have to, again, we've talked about it and we keep saying it, but it's go time here. You got to put points on the board.
41 points in 3 quarters for the Greyhounds. They need 41 here. I mean, they're going to have to be picture perfect on defense and on offense. Granted, on offense, I mean, they've been stellar. They've been absolutely stellar. On defense, they are going to have to tighten some things up, play a little bit more passive. I don't know if they should send as much pressure because they love passing that ball. He's making passes even if they're getting pressure. So maybe even give an extra defender and block some of those passes.
Yep. Got a lot to digest, you know, lots of things to correct, lots of good things. You know, they've done a really good job. Again, people see the record from Crowell from last year and just go, you know, bleh.
4-7.
Let me tell you, like they were, 3-7. Oh, they were terrible. No, they played. I mean, they played the state champion. They played the state runner-up. They played 6 of those 7 teams were playoff teams, so they played quality opponents. You know,
and it's showing here.
Yeah,
it's showing.
It reminds me of the championship when we played though it was just a murderer's row of teams to play, you know. And we didn't win them all. But at the end of the day, it made you a better team.
I mean, our most recent championship, I think we went 14-2. We lost 2 of our regular season games, and we went on to win the whole thing.
There you go.
Not our most recent, but a couple of years back. So nothing to be too upset about here. We're learning.
No, but it's preseason. You know. All right, here we go. Greyhounds are going to have it. 3rd down and about 7 from their Crowell 39-yard line. Kason Nunez under center. Red right formation, going to give it to Hinkson, looking to throw. He's going to throw it up to Varsinas.
And look at
Catches
that.
it at the 20. Slips a tackle at the 10-5. Touchdown,
You know what
Michael
I saw
Varsinas.
immediately right there?
Martinez
They took a play out of close playbook right there. They ran that red formation, and they took that right,
Yep.
and they took him off to the right hash and up the seam.
Yep.
Open on the backside.
He took that snap. They come over to the right and threw it on that backside. Even though it was the strong side, it was still the backside.
I mean, 11-second score, that's just what you needed.
And I got to tell you, that was a great pass. He laid it right over the top of the defender, right in his arms. He stopped. The defender goes over the top of him.
Makes
He's
a
in for the
great
touchdown.
move for the touchdown.
Hinkson on the kick. The hold is up.
I mean, that's a
The
great
hold is
kick.
there. The kick is up, and it's good.
And the 2-point kick
There you go,
is
some
good.
confidence
So
for
there
the
you go.
Greyhounds.
9:49 to go in the game. 82-50.
Strawn
51.
49.
They already give us it too? Oh, yeah. 82-49. My bad. 9:49. 82-49. Crowell over Strawn.
I mean, Strawn is just not going away.
No,
Strawn is just not
that's
going
great.
away.
That's what you want to see. You want to see the team that doesn't give up. And then there's not one kid on that field that has given up on any play.
No, you can just tell by the way they're moving, their body language. You can see it, and we're not on the field. We're up in the booth, and we can see it.
Yeah, and look at them here. Look at them.
Head high.
The head's up. They're ready. They're still ready to play. Robert Hinkson will tee it up at the 30-yard line. Back deep will be number 15, Aiden Villa. I would expect them to onside it here again. And he will onside it. That's another nice one. Gets a nice hop. But they do recover it.
Onside kick recovered by Austin.
Great onside kick.
You know,
you can't do anything about that.
Right,
You put it
but
right where you want it.
Right, and who did they have over there to
Austin
take that?
Hernandez, he's right there,
Yes.
ready to make a play on the ball.
And he had to go up to get it because that was a high kick. That Robert's got those kicks down. They're just a little fast to get. We're not fast enough to get there.
That'll come with time. I mean, he's got a leg on him. I see great things coming from that kicker, for sure.
So here we go. 1st and 15 for the Wildcats. What's the defense going to do here? They're going to come out in the Jaybird left formation. Villa under center. Hernandez is deep.
Strawn's a little bit spread out here on defense. They have someone scooted out on the right end, probably defend that pass. Yep,
They're
and there
going
it is.
in, and there it is. But they fooled him. Right up the middle, going to throw it to Austin Hernandez, and he's in for the touchdown.
So what I think happened there was a miscommunication. You saw they made an adjustment for that backside pass, but you also saw one of the linebackers also go over the backside pass. Definitely miscommunication.
Yep, miscommunication. You had two guys in one spot, and that left Clayton Alvarado wide open down the middle for the touchdown. But Hernandez, I mean, it's just toss and catch there for him. And here comes the Cooper Carroll for the points after.
I mean, this is
88-49. The kick is up, and
Strawn
it's going to
does
be
get a
no
hand on
good.
it.
Hey, that's good. That's good.
Good. 9:37 left.
1 point to the good. 9:37 to go in the game. And it is 88-49. Crowell over Strawn.
Crowell needing one more score here to end the game. Do expect Strawn. Broken record here. I mean, they've scored every time their back's against the wall. I don't expect them to give up here. I expect them to make another great play.
There will be no give up. They're going to come out, and I expect them to run the ball. They'll show some of that pass, but I expect a lot of running.
They've ran that T. They've ran that tight formation, whether it be the red or the T. Maybe see them go back to the gun, switch it up a little bit. Maybe Coach Lee wants to get some looks in there for film.
Sure.
You know, build upon that formation. That's a great formation. They have some great plays out of that.
Yeah, and that's something that they're going to want to practice, and why not practice it here? They're going to need that formation because they use that formation a lot.
They have the speed for it, that's for sure. They definitely do.
Hernandez is going to tee it up for the Wildcats at the 30-yard line. Back deep will be Iron Mike Marcinus. We'll see if they're going to onside it here again or if they're going to kick it deep.
They're taking their time here. They might go quick on the kick
They might do the quick run. It's offsides. What are they doing?
Interesting play call here.
So if for those not watching at home, Crowell lines up in a two-kicker formation where they have two kickers run at the ball and one kicks. Well, at this time, neither one of them kicked it.
I'm not sure what happened there.
It's just a miscommunication.
Not really an explanation for that. We're just going to move on and go to the next kick here.
Fans leave that one whatever they want, but we're going to back it up.
Let's move it back 5 yards and redo it.
Try again.
But that's good for the Greyhounds.
Absolutely.
If they do onside and Greyhounds are able to recover it, that gets them somewhere around midfield.
I think that's why they took their time a little bit, maybe a little bit confused. So we'll see what happens here.
And they are going to onside it. Takes a nice bounce, but it's going to be fielded by Robert Hinkson, and he's coming left. He's got room to run. He hits the 30, and he's going to run out of bounds at the 20-yard line. That was a great catch and run on an onside kick.
You know, I like that from him. Just running out of bounds. It's late in the game. You don't need to take extra hits. He just gets out of bounds, saves his body, and we're going to move on to the offense here.
He wasn't going to score there. Let's set it up and let me run a play.
It's a good read. Good read right there. So far, they don't, and here comes their under center QB right here. Looks like they're going to go in that tie formation.
1st and 15 for the Greyhounds from the Crowell 20-yard line, and it is going to be Casey Nunez under center. They're going to come out in that T formation, and he's going to bring them there. Nunez takes the snap. He's going to drop straight back, and there's nowhere to go.
And, I mean, he's
Austin Hernandez was right there. I mean, he got there before he could even pivot out of there. He was already
as soon as the ball's in his hands, I mean, he's just shooting the gap. That's just great timing on the defensive end right there. That's just great timing.
They're going to go no huddle here, 2nd down and 20. Nunez under center out of the T formation. He's going to bring them to the line. Going to give it to Jesse Corona going right. He tries to cut left. He's under heavy pressure. They got a hold of his jersey, and they finally bring him down. He's going to get maybe a yard.
He's met by 5 to 6 defenders on defense. I mean, they're tricking him there.
That's tough right there. Here you go, 3rd down.
And you see, they're starting to try to get Jesse the ball. We talked about that earlier. The senior.
3rd down here for the Greyhounds in 20. Out of the T formation, Casey Nunez brings him to the line. He's going to take the snap, drop straight back, looking to throw. Throws it up. Jesse Corona catches it, goes to the right. Catches a block, and he's going to get down the 20 to the 15. That's going to be enough for a 1st down.
Great.
No, it's not. I'm sorry. It's not enough for a 1st down. 4th down.
They've got a ways to go.
They got 4th down and 10. So they can still get a 1st down and not score, but I would just soon put it in the end zone here. And the Greyhounds are going to call timeout here. 8:25 to go in the ball game. 88-49. They trail the Crowell Wildcats.
Timeout, Strawn.
So you got 4th down and 10 here.
Coach Lee's definitely going to want to take his time with this one. That's why he called that timeout. He wants to make sure everyone's on the same page here. No false starts, no mistakes. He wants to make sure everyone's on the same page. Probably going to run a pass play here, I would assume.
I think he's going to come out in that red right formation. This is just what I think he's going to do. I think he's going to come out in that red right formation, and he's going to fake it that way. And he's going to throw back here to the left side.
The back side, yep. Mm-hmm. I mean, the Strawn Greyhounds also, we touched on it before this possession. I mean, backs against the wall here. Now more than ever, 4th and 10 to go. I mean, this could be their last possession of the game. Realistically, they definitely need to score here.
You need to, at this point, you need to put points. Every time you touch the ball, you need to be putting it in the end zone.
And I guarantee you, Coach Lee's in there. They're taking their time, full time out here. He's in there being, hey, it's now or never. That's exactly what he's saying. That's what he's been saying. Now or never.
He's
one more.
We've done it. You know what you do. Do your job. Let's see how they come out here. I'm anxious to see. They got same personnel.
It's looking like that T formation here.
Yep.
Nope, they're in that red right formation.
Red right formation. Yep. Nunez under center. Corona the up back. Robert Hinkson the deep man.
Maybe pitch back to Hinkson here and he'll pass it.
Going to take it. There's the pitch. There's the backside, and he's open. Nope, he's going to cut it and run. He needs 5 yards. He got it. Touchdown, Robert Hinkson.
And that's just what we expected. They came on that red-right formation. They did do the pitch back. There was a pass. Hinkson saw something, and he went for it, and he got the touchdown.
Touchdown, Greyhounds. 88-55 with the points after to come. Robert Hinkson will be the man on the kick. Jesse Corona will be the man to hold. It may be 10 o'clock before this game ends the way the scores are going.
Yeah, we're playing backyard football out here. Everyone's scoring left and right.
The kick is up, and it's blocked. And who makes the block?
Austin Hernandez.
Austin Hernandez.
I mean,
With 8:16 left in the game.
so far, player of the game. You can't say much more about the kid.
Yeah.
I think he has 6 touchdowns through the air, 7 maybe, 3 on the ground. I mean,
it's crazy. He's all over. He's in his defense. He's been everywhere on defense. Making plays right and left. Yeah. So let's see if our defense can't get up there and make a stop here. And this is a time when conditioning comes in. So this has been a long game. I mean, what is it now?
This game started at about 6 o'clock here.
It's 8:30, and you still got 8 minutes to go in the ball game. Say for all this stuff.
First game of the season, too. I mean, you can't ask for a more tiring first game.
No.
Everyone's scoring. You're running up and down the field. The young kids, even the seniors, early on the season, it's going to get to you.
Robert Hinkson to tee it up for the Greyhounds. Back deep, Aiden Villa, and he's close to the end zone. He may be thinking about grabbing this one and running, but it's going to be an onside. Another nice kick.
That's a great kick.
Did he get it? I couldn't tell if he made the catch or not. And he does. Robert Hinkson gets it. You know what? Michael Barcina's come down the side, and I think he hit the ball and knocked it to Robert Hinkson. That is a great play there, and the Greyhounds are still in a possession here. So here we go, and they're hurrying.
I mean, there's 8 minutes left still. They definitely still have a good chance.
And here they go. Casey Nunez brings them to the line in the T formation. He's going to take it and give it to Barcinas, going right. He's got a block, nice block, but it's going to be coming back. That's a hold.
That's definitely going to be a hold on the Greyhounds here.
And you hate that because it wasn't a big run, but it was nice blocking for him to get in. Nice vision by Barcinas to be able to move and maneuver his way through there, but it's coming back, and they're going to lose 10 yards.
I mean, Strawn's been electric on offense here. They do lose 10 yards here. I wouldn't expect anything less than for them to get that right back.
Yeah, absolutely. First down and 25. First down and 25 for the Greyhounds.
You got first and long here. I know it looks like they need to pass, but Coach Lee, knowing Coach Lee, he's probably going to run the ball here.
I like the run here. I really do. They've shown that they can make the blocks, and when they make the blocks, they run good. Casey Nunez brings them to the line in the T formation once again. We're going to have a false start. We're going to be bringing it back 5 yards, and that was going to be a play-action pass. So they kind of that hurt them real bad because now they kind of give up the element of surprise on that. But it looked like that was going to be a bootleg.
That was going to be a bootleg pass.
First down and
probably to that right end over there. He's probably going to hit that corner route. That's probably what he was looking like over there.
They're going to lose 5 more, make it first down and 30. 7:45 to go in the ball game. 88-55. Greyhounds trail. Crowell Wildcats, and they're looking at first and 30.
This might be the longest yardage they've had on a first down all day.
Out of the T formation, Casey Nunez brings them to the line. He's going to take it. He's going to fake it right up the middle to Michael Barcinas, and he's going to get about 5 or 6 yards back.
He was one break tackle away from that being green.
One tackle away from being a touchdown.
36-yard line.
T formation, they're going to go no huddle here. Casey Nunez under center. He's going to take it, give it to Hinkson. Hinkson looking to pass. He's got a receiver open, but didn't have time. He's going to tuck it and run. Stiff arms a guy at the 40, to the 35, runs through a guy at the 30, down to about the 20. They're going to put him at the 23.
And we see Robert Hinkson again. He is making tough runs, stiff arms the defender. Makes another great. He runs through the next defender, gets about, what is that, about 15 yards there?
Oh, he got 25 of
25
that.
there. What a great
Third
run.
down and 9.
Puts him back in great position here. 3rd and 9.
Here they go on 3rd down. Red right formation. Casey Nunez under center.
Looks like they have Nick Lynn in the backfield.
Nick Lynn is deep. They're going to give it to him off the left, and it goes off his helmet, and it's picked off in the midair. And who is it? Austin Hernandez with the pickup, and he's going to stroll in the end zone for the touchdown.
And that's not what you wanted to see at all. Coach Lee bringing in one of the young guys. I think the pitch was just a little bit too high. Hit his helmet.
The pitch was high to hit him in the hit the helmet and bounced up, and you know what? It's bad luck. That was just bad luck. And it fell right. I mean, it bounced off his helmet.
It
and
could not have been more perfect for
right
him.
to Hernandez.
In stride and everything.
Cooper Carroll on the kick, 94-55. Hernandez to hold. Snap is good. The kick is up, and it's blocked.
Good defensive block right there. Good penalty block.
Kick is blocked with 6:22 left in the game. It's Crowell 94, Strawn 55.
It looked like Manuel Riviera that made the block there.
What do you think Coach Lee's telling his guys right now? I mean, after something like that, what do you think he's saying?
Forget it. Let's move on to the next one.
That's what you got. You got to forget it.
Put that out of your
on.
head. And I wouldn't be surprised that he didn't run right back out and put the same ones that just had the
I wouldn't
the
doubt if he
right
puts
back
Nick
out there.
Lynn. I wouldn't doubt if he puts him right back there and say we're running that again.
Yep, we're doing the same play again. Let's do it. 94-55, 6:22 to go in the ball game. Greyhounds in a hole here against Crowell, but they're not going away and they're not going quiet. They've shown a lot of heart and a lot of they got no quit. That's for sure.
A lot of bright spots. You can't deny that. A lot of bright spots. Definitely some glaring things that may need to be worked on. But knowing Coach Lee, I mean, that's going to be fixed relatively quickly.
There's been a lot of mistakes, but there's been mistakes on both sides.
Both sides.
And I'm going to tell you right now, a lot of those are
easily
fixable
fixable
mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Absolutely.
just they're young. It's their first one, first round. Hey, they're going to get better. Crowell's teed it up at their own 30-yard line. Michael Barcenas, the man deep for the Greyhounds. Carroll, the man on the kick, or Hernandez, and it's going to be Hernandez. He's going to onside it, takes a good bounce. Jesse Corona gets it, and he is drilled.
And, I mean, that is a powerful hit.
Escalante just drilled Corona at the 31-yard line.
You got to hand it to Jesse, though. He holds on to that ball. He eats the hit.
He took that hit, and he knew it was going to hurt. 1st and 15 for the Greyhounds at their own 31-yard line. Red right formation for the Greyhounds. Casey Nunez under center. Going to give it to Hinkson, going right, looking for a block, picks up a block, but he's going to be tripped up after a gain of about 3. Nice little run there. Didn't try to force anything, just run the ball.
Running hard still. I mean, don't get much out of it there, but at least you get something.
6:02 to go. 94-55. Greyhounds on 2nd down. Red right formation once again. Casey Nunez will bring them to the line. He's going to take it, give it to Barcenas, and he is hitting the backfield.
I mean, this Crowell defense is starting to heat up. They're in the backfield.
Lose about a yard. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 14.
Crowell really wants this game to end. They are in the backfield every single play now.
They're flying all over the place. They're selling out, though. Red right formation once again for the Greyhounds. Casey Nunez under center. Going to give it to Michael Barcenas, going right. Slips it. Oh, and man, if he gets through that line right there, I'm telling you, that's a touchdown. But it's not 4. That's going to bring up 4th down. And we got a timeout here, right? Yeah,
it's going to be a timeout.
Timeout, Greyhounds. 5:22 to go in the ball game. 94-55, and the Greyhounds are going to have 4th down and about 13 from their own 33-yard line.
I mean, 5:22 left to go in the game here. What are you looking for? What are you looking for in the Greyhounds here?
I think in this situation, again, it's going to have to be one of those backside throws. I think, and both teams are both teams are susceptible to it. They've shown it all night. The only difference is for the Crowell has had a safety valve at some point everywhere. Down the middle,
Backside, the QB off the screen.
Yes, they've always had that safety valve in the right position. Strawn just hasn't had them in the right. They've had them there, just hadn't had them in the right position. The backside has been there at times for Strawn. They've also had guys open just down the middle.
Maybe the quarterback's just seeing them a little bit late.
He's under such pressure and he's having to move so much he's just not able to see it maybe. Again, he's going to see it. He's going to see that on film, and they're going to correct those. Those are things that are going to be corrected.
I was just about to touch on that. That's what film's for. You're going to see a lot of things that they didn't see. They're going to see in film. They're like, oh, okay, we'll just make this adjustment. We'll put you here. We'll slide you over.
Here we go right here. This is it. 4th down, 13 yards to go for the Greyhounds from their own 33-yard line.
We saw this last possession, 4th and long for the Greyhounds. Let's see if they can capitalize here and do the same.
This looks to me like it's either going to be a run or a bootleg. Barcenas is deep. Red right formation. Casey Nunez under center. Straight drop back by Nunez. Under heavy pressure. Is going to sling it out. And Michael Barcenas couldn't haul it in, and that's going to turn it over there on downs.
And the Greyhounds have not encountered this situation yet in the game. They've scored with their backs against the wall. Here they don't score with their backs against the wall.
Let's see what that defense does.
Now this is going to be a good telltale sign.
So this is something that I've seen right here. So that play right there, the way those guys came in, the cut block plays. The cut block plays right there.
Yes, you see it.
It's changed the dynamic. It's changed the way they run the plays.
Cut block has been great for eliminating those speed guys, those playmakers on defense.
Got to think about it. Aiden Villa will bring them to the line, T formation. They're going to give it to Hernandez. Yes, sir. Let him just walk around. He's going to cut it up the middle. Now coming around to the outside, he's going to throw it to Escalante off to the right. And he's going to be tripped up by Robert Hinkson at about the 31, 32-yard line.
Yeah,
no, it's going to be down to the 27-yard line. My bad. Bring up 2nd down. Nice pickup of about 5 on the play.
I mean, realistically, Crowell can take their time here. Time's on their side. They could definitely take their time here. I don't expect them to take their time. I expect them to just be aggressive like they've been all game.
Yeah, I think they're going to just keep running it like that. Hernandez, let him see if he can make another play. A little magic happen here. But the Greyhounds ain't going away.
Nope, they have not all game.
They're watching.
Heads high. I mean, they still look very
They're
confident.
Coming quick to the line. Look for a pass. I formation. Villa under center. Going to give it to Hernandez. He's going right up the middle, and he gets away. Almost breaks the tackle down to the 20-yard line. That's going to bring up 3rd down in a very short.
Takes the ball to the 21-yard.
They're going to be short 2-yard lines.
Jesse Corona with the tackle. I mean, that's probably a touchdown. It's a game-saving tackle.
For sure.
Gives them a chance.
Game-saving. 3rd down, and they're going to call it 3 from the 20, just inside the 20-yard line. 4:02 to go, 94-55. Aiden Villa will bring them to the line. I formation. Escalante up. Hernandez is your deep man. You can expect to see it in Fernandez. They're going to give it to Escalante right up the middle, and he'll have enough for the 1st down, 1st and 15 for the Wildcats from the 15-yard line.
Which is good for
That's a great play call. A dive, they need 3 yards, they give it to their big man. They give it to that big man.
Absolutely. Quick hitter right up the middle.
For the Wildcats.
3:33 to go in the ball game. Crowell Wildcats are threatening inside the 20 at about the inside the 16-yard line.
Crowell with a bit of a smaller personnel here.
T formation. Aiden Villa under center. Hernandez is the deep man on the left. They're going to give it to Hernandez. Looking to throw. He's got a receiver open. Slips a tackle under heavy pressure. Oh, and it's almost intercepted. He tried a little Patrick Mahomes underhand, and it almost went right straight to David Yanez.
That was almost in his breadbasket, like he was gifted it on Easter.
Yes,
I mean, almost in his
absolutely.
basket.
That'll stop the clock, and it'll bring up 2nd down and goal. No, 2nd down and 15 from the inside the 16.
Crowell taking their time here. They definitely have the time for it. 10 seconds on the play clock, though. They might have to hurry up to the line here.
And they're going to trot up there with about 6 seconds. Aiden V under center, T formation. They're going to quick pitch it to Hernandez, looking to throw. He's got a receiver open. He's going to heave it up there. It's a jump ball. Did he hold on to it? Touchdown, Crowell Wildcats, and that's Alvarado again from Hernandez, and that's going to do it.
Ball game.
That's going to be your ball game. 100
to 55.
100 to 55. It was a tough game, but it was a good game on both sides. They made a lot of mistakes, but they did a lot of good things. So we'll see how it, what they make, what they do different next week, and see what kind of adjustments they make. And
I mean, what stood out to me for the Greyhounds on this game, they have some defensive things they need to work on. Obviously, their offense was prevalent, very successful on offense. I think they need to go to the film on the drawing board and look at how to defend that pass a little bit better. I think that was really what nailed the coffin for them.
Tune in next Friday night, September 1st. The Strawn Greyhounds will take on Dallas Lutheran at Strawn, 7:30 game time. Your final score, 155, Crowell over the Greyhounds. Thank y'all for tuning in. We'll see you next week along with me and Ryan.
Thanks everybody for tuning in.
Yes, absolutely.
We'll be back here again next week. Hopefully everything, hopefully no glitches.
All right. Don't forget your